I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gonna murder that.
Hello, everybody. It's your boy Eru and the place to be on the MIC. You know what I mean? Doing my thing. 10 o'clock in the Nizite. About to do a freaking NBA watch along for the Knicks. Oh my God. What are we doing? What are we doing? We love the Knicks this much, man? Are we up at 10 o'clock at night? You know, on a Friday? The Knicks playing Phoenix right now. Ah, man. At least I'm dressed for the part, man. Orange and blue all over the place. Phoenix got the orange and purple. Knicks got orange and blue. You know, I got the blue and orange thing going on, rocking the Die Hard hat today. Yeah, man. This is a revenge game. We lost the last game. We should have won the last game. You know, the Knicks let them hang around. They let Eric Gordon kick our ass. You know, a couple other guys got off too. But Eric Gordon basically stole the show. They let Devin Booker get a little confidence towards the end. You know, the Knicks were playing really good defense on him. He was taking a lot of quick shots, you know, like as soon as the Knicks let off a little bit, he just pulled up and he just happened to make them. So that kind of set up the last play of the game, which he hit like the last shot to win the game. So, you know, it was basically like he was warming up and then he got that perfect spot where these guys that are so good like this, you know, they don't just practice regular shots. They practice horrible shots because they're going to be in positions to take those type of shots. So he just went to the spot and pulled up and faded away, you know, like he always does it. You know, the Knicks weren't ready for it. You know, the Knicks seemed to like he ain't gonna pull that up, or maybe they just thought that he wasn't gonna make that. There's no way that he'll make that. But that's what these superstar quote unquote players do. They make bad shots. So when it comes down to winning close games and winning tough games like that, these superstars are the ones that are the cheat codes. You know what I'm saying? The guys, they just have infinite moves. They can make horrible shots. They can make them consistently. You know what I'm trying to say? So, you know, that's the reason why we need a superstar to win. You know, the Knicks, sometimes we play well enough that it looks like we have a great team. You know what I'm saying? Our defense and our toughness and stuff like that. You know, physicality is what gets us through our wins and stuff. We are 13-10, so you can't really complain too much. You know, we're 13-10. So, I mean, you know, but to finish these close games where we go through 3 minutes and, you know, 5 minutes, 3 minutes without scoring, that's when the superstars come in because they'll come in and they'll be able to stop those breaks. You know, Brunson has been able to do it sometimes. Julius has been able to do it, RJ, but all three guys have to do it at the same time in order for the Knicks to really compete against teams that are clearly better than us, you know? So is Phoenix really better than us? They have really good role players as we saw. You know, but they have yet to play with Beal and Durant in the same game, you know. So we're waiting for them to finally get healthy. I'm not sure if they're playing together today. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Because you know, it would be interesting to see how the Knicks face a team full strength like that. But as we know, the Knicks, no matter who we play, you know, we could play Detroit, man. We could play any freaking team that's out that you could think of out there, and we're gonna let them come back into the game, and then we're gonna turn any game into like slugfest. You know what I'm saying? Cardiac, arrest type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Take some of my little vitamins here. Yeah, man. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Ah, man. So keys to this game. Keys to the game. It's defense because I don't think this Phoenix team plays defense. Just watching the last game, I felt like all of our guys kind of was able to do what they wanted to do against Phoenix the last time we played them. But they just didn't have the firepower to really snap on us. But this year, this game here, they're gonna have their firepower. So I'm looking to see who's playing here. So Durant, he's averaging 30. Our own guy Brunson is leading the Knicks with 24. Julius Randle's been scoring a lot lately. RJ's got to figure it out. He was averaging 22 points per game, leading all scorers. Actually, at one point of the year, he wouldn't have those migraines, and now he reverted back to old RJ. Old RJ, as far as missing shots, he tends to miss a lot of shots, but at least he's taking good shots this time around. So anyway, on the menu today, eating late. I got a bunch of finger food. I got some vegetarian nuggets with some what do you call it? Cheese sticks, man. So this is something that my wife made for the kids earlier. They didn't eat it, so guess what? That I gotta eat it. So what I don't like is the game's supposed to start at 10, right? So here we are, 10:14, and the game still didn't start yet. That's crazy. I wish the games would start on time. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else's job gets to start on time. They say the games don't start at 10. It should start at 10 promptly. It shouldn't be like, 10 minutes, 15 minutes after. It should start at fucking 10. Okay, so so this is nice too. They're gonna retire Marion's jersey, and then they're also gonna retire Amari's jersey in the same night. So that's good. A lot of people are wondering if Marion even deserves to be like in a Hall of Fame and that type of thing. If you look at his stats, man, and what he meant for Phoenix, he deserves it. So the game has started. On my clock here, the Knicks are approaching the center circle. Seems like Phoenix is wearing black today. They're wearing black with yellow trim, yellow, orange, and purple trim. So everybody's there. We got Bradley Beal, we got Devin Booker, and we got Durant all out there today. I am not a fan of Bradley Beal, man. I thought he was much more humble and much more unprofessional. He's kind of a dick. I never really saw that in him when he played with John Wall and stuff. But as soon as John Wall left, he turned into a dick. I don't know how what happened now. Right off the bat, Brunson with the first shot of the game. Layup right against the trees there, all the way at the rim. Lays that up. Devin Booker gives it to Durant. Durant's looking over to Nurkic. Nurkic in the high post thing. Devin Booker comes around the screen. Looked like he might have got fouled by DiVincenzo. They didn't call it. Julius on the right hand side of a rebound by Jericho. Julius is going to bury it around himself. But he popped and faded. So that used to be Julius's old office there. He used to do a lot of fadeaway shots there in the corner. So he started to revert back to that this season. Julius has been playing good basketball. His shot selection. Not really shot selection, but he's been taking a lot of shots, forcing things a little bit. But outside of that, he's really been looking for his teammates. His temperament has been under control this year. So, Julius is working on himself, man. So I definitely appreciate that. Brunson, right hand side, takes a screen by Julius, takes a double screen by Jericho. Jericho rolls, kicks it out to Julius for a three. Julius misses that. Jericho's in there fighting. He misses that. Nurkic with the rebound. Wow. So we got Grayson Allen there with a give and go. Cut to the basket, and he makes a goofy layup. Grayson Allen is a good player, one of those old school kind of like troll kind of players. Borderline dirty. Jericho's top of the key there. Gives it to Brunson on the right hand side. Over to RJ. RJ takes a screen. RJ's dribbling, looking to make the alley oop though. High off the glass. Good shot. Jericho with the rebound. So this is what other players do aside from Mitchell Robinson. Jericho is able to get the rebound. But instead of trying to kick it out to somebody else, he decides to take his man. Here, nice rebound. They show on replay now. Bounces, pivots, comes around and lays it up. Mitchell Robinson would never, you know. Mitchell Robinson would try to dunk it, possibly get to the free throw line, that type of thing. But just simple, catch the rebound, plant your pivot foot, spin, fake, and then just make a strong layup. Mitchell Robinson is incapable of doing that. I just wish Jericho Sims was a little bit more confident and a little bit more polished, man. Because that type of play is what we've been looking for. Nurkic, top of the key, looking inside pass to Beal, I believe. Beal saves it back to Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen drives out to Durant. Durant finally gets the ball, foul line extended, kicks it out to Booker in the corner. He misses that. Next rebound, here comes Julius. Julius against Booker there. Slide it over to RJ. RJ swings it to Brunson. Over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo penetrates. Gets up over the trees and makes a layup. He's looking for a foul. So early on is nice. The Knicks got 9-4, so that's good to see. Let me get some box score stuff going on here while we're waiting. Got Durant right in the little pinch post there. He pulls up right over RJ, misses it. Julius with the rebound left hand side. He's being guarded by Beal of all people. Julius has been getting right into that little same pinch post area. Brunson drives and no real resistance there. I think Brunson was a little bit shaken by that. But Booker comes down, he just pulls up. So just watching what these guys are doing here, they're allowing Julius to get to the spot, and then just relying on him to move the ball. Knicks are not taking good shots there. I think Phoenix is not necessarily giving them a lot of resistance going to the basket. So once they get there, they're like, wow, I'm open. So that's 2 straight shots there by Julius and Brunson like that. But then Booker comes down, same type of play, but he's able to finish it because, these guys, like I said, these guys are on that extra level. Comes in there, takes the contact. On the way down, he still was able to square up and make a little hooking kind of shot there and still made it and won. So he completes the 3-point play. Just like that, Phoenix is a little bit closer, 9-7. Top of the key, Brunson takes a Jericho screen. Jericho annihilates him. Brunson pulls up about 5-9 extended, misses another easy one. So Knicks are just missing chippy shots here, while Phoenix are coming down basically doing the same. Beal with a nice change of direction there, all the way up inside over the rim layup. DiVincenzo drives again. He probably should have laid it up, but he kicks it out to RJ. RJ back to Julius, and now DiVincenzo in the corner. He knocks that down. So that's 12-9. Knicks are making shots right now, guys. Phoenix is still trying to figure it out. Nurkic gives it over to Booker. Booker's posting up DiVincenzo. I knew that was going to happen. It was a fake, kind of like fit like this and little fake drive and then just pull up. There's some simple scores there. Not really a play, just him going one-on-one. Brunson doing a lot of moves, a lot of contact. He was expecting Julius to cut, but he really should have just put the shot up, All of these like shovel passes and interior passes that the Knicks keep trying to do, it's ridiculous because we have a very good rebounding team. So just put the shot up on the rim and let our guys get the rebound. So here go Bradley Beal. Looks like Bradley Beal turned his ankle. Shit. I mean, his first game back, really, right? And he's like holding his ankle. I don't know if this is an acting job or he literally did step on somebody's foot on the way down. That sucks. I was talking, I said that he's like kind of like a dick, but you don't want to see guys get hurt, So we're watching a replay here. So Bradley Beal comes around the screen there. He jumps, DiVincenzo or whatever. So yeah. So I'm back. So I don't know what it is, but the internet kind of like fluctuates sometimes. So hopefully you guys can still hear and see me. But Bradley Beal falls. It's not really Dante DiVincenzo's fault. He was going to block the shot, and he cleared him. He cleared out the way, but Bradley Beal was going forward, so Bradley Beal still caught caught his foot there. So Bradley Beal's trying to walk it off. The thing is, if Bradley Beal can't make his free throws, I don't think he can come back in the game. So I think that's what the issue is here. Now he pulls up. See, Dante DiVincenzo tried to clear him, so he might. Did he step on DiVincenzo's foot or Nurkic's foot? That's interesting there. So that what they're gonna review it?
I don't agree with that.
I don't either. You know what? Beal will shoot 2 free throws to score 1 point, and Phoenix will retain possession.
So they called a flagrant foul. That's bullshit, man. I mean, these referees, man. I don't get it. It's too late. It's too late to be yelling and screaming, man. But come on, flagrant foul. It wasn't intention. He cleared him. He cleared him. So I mean, they need to like review that. Come on, man. It wasn't intentional. How could it be intentional? A flagrant foul is intentional, dude. You know, how could they deem that as something intentional? Breaking the rules or whatever, but I mean he cleared him. But Bradley Beal found his foot. He cleared him, and he didn't run at him. He ran to the side of him. He cleared him. So I don't believe that, man. So, like the issue here with Beal, he has to make his free throws because if he doesn't make his free throws, then he can't come back in the game. So he has to make his free throws. So right now he's going back to the locker room. So now he still can come back. It depends on what happens, you know. Give him some treatment, you know, rub him down a little bit, tape him up. So Devin Booker just dribbled off his feet, and he still gets to keep it. Here comes RJ in the passing lane there. Durant just pulls up over the top. Shooter's touch there. That was offensive interference there, I want to say, by Nurkic. Here goes DiVincenzo. Fast break trying to push the pace here. Julius Randle posting up Durant. Pumping, dumping on the inside. He should have shot it. He didn't. Brunson goes to the same exact shot, to the same exact spot that Julius was at to shoot the same kind of shot. So a lot of wasted movements by the Knicks here. Devin Booker, top of the key, 2 dribbles inside the Nurkic. Nurkic is going inside the dunk it. DiVincenzo got caught on the switch there, so Julius is kind of confused about what was happening here. I think the Knicks need a timeout. Knicks definitely need a timeout. There's a lot of confusion there. Julius, top of the key, too much dribbling. He should have just shot it again. Brunson gets it. So now RJ in the right-hand side, he's able to get that 3-point shot. So the Knicks are not making good plays right now. You know, they're kind of confused. Maybe that's the way the referees are officiating right now. Kind of caught off guard a little. Nurkic fakes a 3, gives it over to Devin Booker. Devin Booker comes across the screen, gives it over to number 25, I believe, and Durant finds it. Durant misses another shot. Excuse me, Nurkic inside gets pumped and dumped by Jericho. Excuse me, so it looks like Nurkic is going to get some free throws here. So Jericho is being called out, it looks like. Or either somebody called a timeout or something. I don't know what's happening here. But let me stick this in my mouth, guys. Friday Night Knicks. I never really cared to look it up too much, man, but I don't know why that dude, Robert, you know, what's his name? Randolph, whatever his name is. Why does he have the Friday Night Knicks song? And why has it been the same song for all these years? You know, what is the connection between this dude and the Knicks? I don't get it. There's so many other Knicks fans or like musical Knicks fans out there that can make a new song. Like that Friday Night Knicks song is not so ill that we can't ever change it. I don't understand. Just like the Go New York song. It's like, yo, okay, cool. That's an iconic song. They should never stop playing it. But you know, by now we should have another song. We should have like a few songs by now. I just don't get it. So let me say what's up to you guys. Pudge is here. Shout out to Pudge. Rob Bracey's in the house. Mega. Holcomb is here. Sliding down. So did Taj come in yet? Taj has yet to come in yet, but you know we're looking to see when the Knicks make their first substitutions. Right now we at the 6-minute mark, so right about now is when Tom Thibodeau starts to make you know changes a little bit. He might keep Julius and Brunson in, and he'll make some substitutions for the other guys. You know, so yeah, Rob Bracey, great news for Taj. Taj probably shouldn't have never left, you know, or he should have been brought in a little sooner. Right now, Taj Gibson is basically Herb Williams. You know, but Taj Gibson still got some game. The only thing about Taj Gibson is that he's older, so it's like he doesn't have that stamina anymore. Like I say, if he'd made a spot start or he was in the rotation heavy, he can contribute like one game, but then he won't contribute for two straight or three straight games. At least that's what happened last time he was here. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Taj Gibson is just older. It's weird, man. The way life is. Like one minute you could jump and grab the rim, next minute you could barely catch your breath, let alone catch a basketball. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Geraldine. I don't know. We'll have to see. A 10-man rotation. Jerry Fitz, what's good? Praying for a return for a regular defensive effort. We'll see, man. But we're playing against a team with three prolific scorers. Shout out to Bradley Beal's out right now. So I mean they punt, like I said, this same dude, every fucking night with that damn car. I just don't understand it. So I guess he's going to work, right? So usually around 9:30, 10:30 or so, he's like blasting that engine of his, man. So it's supposed to be illegal in New York, man. So hopefully he gets caught one day and take his car from him, asshole. But yeah, man. Yeah, DiVincenzo didn't intentionally do that, but they gave him a flagrant foul. It was ridiculous. But Durant's averaging 30 still. Devin Booker's still averaging a lot of points. So between those two, that should be enough, to hold them down, just by themselves. I hope the Knicks can shoot good today. Right now, Randall's 1 for 3. Brunson is 2 for 4. RJ Barrett is 2 for 3. So if we can keep it like this, we should be able to compete with these guys, man. Our defense is better than theirs. We'll just have to see. Brunson pumping and dumping, gives it over to RJ. I love the way RJ lays the ball up, man. So like I said, even though RJ's not really scoring the 22 points per game like he was doing early on, he's still making great shots at the rim. That layup there was fantastic. Very strong shot at the rim. 19 and 19 with 240, in this game here. Tom Thibodeau already got his arms folded. Wow, Brunson with a sleepy steal there on Booker there, but he loses the ball. He tried to give it to RJ, wasn't able to do it. Hart, no look pass to him, pull up for a wide open 3-point shot. He misses that. Jericho Sims on the inside with a nice bully rebound. The ball pops out. How is it not the Knicks ball? I don't get it. But leave it into the referees to make that decision now. Look, Jericho gets it. Okay. Oh yeah, that's off of Phoenix because it came off of Jericho's foot. But then it went off the Phoenix guy's foot at the end there. So 3-point shot. So right there, there's basically two plays there where the referees blew. He took on the flagrant foul and then the out of bounds there. It should have been out of bounds on this Phoenix Suns team. So you want to talk about point shaving? Let's shave about 5 or 6 points off the boards right now. Let's shave about 6 points off the boards. The 3-point shot and the Bradley Beal flagrant foul there. So take 6 points off the board and you're talking about 15 to 21, These referees. So I mean, like, what can be done for these referees? When they make bogus calls after they review the game and stuff like that. What's the punishment for them? Because these guys are causing games. They're causing momentum shifts in games and stuff like that. So what do we do to punish that? How does the NBA punish these guys? Do they suspend them? You know what I'm saying? Like what's the punishment? Julius full head of steam. He had numbers and just blew it. Passes the ball out to Hartenstein, ends up getting in the same spot. Josh Hart dribbles into the dotted line, pulls up, and he knocks that down. 23 to 21. Yeah, shout out to Marion. I think Amari is getting his number retired as well. I don't know if they're going to do it on the same night, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Amari is getting his number retired too. So if they honor these guys at halftime, I'll turn the sound on and we can we can enjoy it together. I actually was at the game when Patrick Ewing got his number retired. I never forget that game because I had my son's older brother at the game with me. I'm not sure if I had my baby sister with me. I can't remember. But I had the kids and stuff, and the Knicks were getting smacked in that game. But we were able to, we saw them at halftime, saw them put, Patrick Ewing's number in the rafters. But I believe we were playing Orlando Magic, and we were getting smacked by them. So to beat the traffic, I got the kids and we left. You know what I'm saying? But then the Knicks had an incredible comeback victory in that game. So a lot of the fans around me were kind of pissed off because the way I was talking, oh, the Knicks lost, let's get out of here, kind of thing. And it was like, oh, look at this guy, oh, it's too early, why are you leaving? And then sure enough, the Knicks came back that game. So that would have been cool because I know they were kind of bored because the Knicks were getting smacked. So it would have been nice for them to see the Knicks come back, in that era. That would have been nice. But I totally blew their freaking childhood a little bit with that. Shout out to Jackal. Yeah, that and one, that rebound, spin, and layup for the and one, that was really nice. Dwayne Dennis in the place. All right. Scrolling. Bobby Santiago, what's going on, man? Vinny Vegas is in the house too. Yeah, I'm never gonna pronounce your name, man. Still Knicks, Mr. Ron, he got your name. He said it the way that he said it. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get it right, man. So you're at work doing some Christmas OT listening. Okay, listening in Christmas OT. Yeah, man. I need some Christmas overtime too, man. I do overtime every day, but there's still, the ability to even get more overtime. I need a break, man. Shout out to my kids. My kids are always sick. So tomorrow I'm definitely taking a break. I need a mental break for myself. The kids need to be taken care of. You know, I got to do some cleaning around the house and that type of thing. Yeah, so tomorrow's gonna be a home day. I'm playing hooky. You know, like I said, kids need to be taken care of. House needs to be taken care of. My mental needs to be taken care of too. I need a break. Shit is crazy. They're showing Todd Gibson now, man. So Todd Gibson is
When
talking.
you get in, you got to do the guard time. I was like, I'm joking with you. But yeah, he know.
Whatever. Todd Gibson is real sweet, man. The way he talks and stuff. So I mean, he's a treasure to have around. They call him OG. I hate that. I hate being called OG. People always call me OG. But being called OG is dope. But a lot of times, being called OG is like an insult almost. It's almost like patronizing almost. Guys be like, hey, all right, OG, all right. It's almost like patronizing. Like a book at top of the key comes across a Nurkic screen, pulls up dotted line, misses that. Brunson rebound, middle of the court, looking, decides to take on Booker, throws both of those guys, and went all the way to the rim with the left-handed layup. So Phoenix, the way they play, I really don't like the way they play. It's like they're just waiting for their big guys to score. So Durant hasn't been able to find a rhythm right now. Durant doesn't have a rhythm. Right now, Durant is 0 for 3. Booker is 3 for 7. So outside of their role players with 2 for 2 for everybody else, their main guys, they haven't really been able to cook yet. Like I said, Durant is on 0 right now. I don't anticipate that staying that way, but it is what it is. He goes number 8, size step 3. I believe that's Grayson Allen. So Grayson Allen pulls up for 3 there. There was talk for Grayson Allen becoming a Knick. So I mean, he ended up becoming a Phoenix Sun. Brunson gets into the same spot. So Brunson has been taking so many shots from the same exact spot, man. He's been not as accurate. He's 3 for 6, so he's 50%. But most of his shots has been in the same spot right there, that little floater in the same area. Brunson with another steal here, all the way at the baseline. Pushes the ball up, gives it out to Julius. Julius looks like he's going to try to drive. He's in the dotted line area, looking, spinning, and winning. Left-handed layup off the glass in front of Durant. Durant gave up no resistance, man. He did the Julius Randle defense just now on Julius Randle. But if Julius Randle did that, all the fans would be screaming, "Oh, come on, it's got to play no ducking defense." Devin Booker holding the ball way too long, looking for it back. He gets it back, dribble, foul line extended, misses that. Hartenstein with the rebound. So I mean, the Phoenix Suns, they just keep giving. They give the ball to Durant to go 1-on-1 or Booker to go 1-on-1. You know, both guys play the same exact way. The Knicks are moving the ball a little bit better. They're playing better defense. We just haven't really been able to capitalize to really open up the game. But I like what I'm seeing from the Knicks. Like here's Durant. Durant again, just 1-on-1 driving. You know, teardrop in the paint at the dollar line, knocks that down. IQ was in the game. IQ is finally back in the game. So what were we at? Yep, about the 130 mark. So Tom Thibodeau is extremely consistent on when he brings certain players into the game. Julius Randle pulls up for the foul line jump shot, knocks that down. Nurkic might have got punched in the eye. Grayson Allen sliding. They're just looking to give the ball to Durant. So here goes Durant. Durant is over there by the midcourt. Comes by the three-point line. Kicks it back out to Nurkic. Nurkic's wide open. He knocks down that three. So Nurkic's still complaining about getting hit in the eye, but then he drains the three. So what the fuck? Brunson, top of the key. Julius sets a screen. Dribbling behind the back. Putting him through the blender. Sidestep, pausing, pulling up, and missing it. Brunson is getting right in that same area, man. He's not able to finish. Here goes Durant, full head of steam. Fades off the glass, no good. Julius Randle with the foul. So this is a boring style of basketball, man. You know, but this is what everybody wants. Oh, we need to get a superstar. We need to get a superstar, so the superstar is just taking their shots all day long. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's just not a fun way to play basketball. For as bad as the Knicks are, you know, with like not being able to score sometimes, when the Knicks are moving the ball and stuff like that, we play really good basketball. It's like fun to watch, you know, fun to call. But Durant, you know, it's just like he stands in one spot. They set a screen, he dribbles a couple times, or he just goes to a spot and just pulls up. Booker, the same thing, holds the ball, you know, takes the screen, goes to a spot and pulls up. You know, it's not really doing anything crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? So Bobby Santiago's trying to get me to do it phonetically. So it's Aniudi. Aniudi? Aniudi? That's my guy, though. Thanks for always coming in, man. Number 25. IQ with the air ball. Brunson is also in the game. So we had a 25-second mark here, finishing off. Julius Randle, top of the key, foul line, dotted line, all the way inside. Loses the ball. Like, you know, he gets all the way there, trying to get deeper and deeper and deeper. But he passed up like 3 shots. So here comes Durant. Comes in. Julius is getting assaulted. Back out to Durant now. So Durant comes around over to 0. 0 gets to number 25. Corner 3, no good. Hartenstein with a good rebound there, pushing off Nurkic just now. So we got 25 seconds here. The referee's called something. I can't really see. So I want to talk about IQ since I got you guys here. You know, let's talk about IQ. Is IQ? What is IQ to us, man? Like when the Knicks didn't pay him, right? You know, because there's a potential for a trade. So that's why we didn't sign him. Because if we signed him, it would have interfered with our ability to trade right now. So my thing is, right, no matter what happens, Dante DiVincenzo, Grimes, those are the starters. You know, those are the starters, backup shooting guard and stuff like that. So what is IQ? Is IQ just a backup point guard? Is he just a substitution person? You know what I'm saying? What is he to the Knicks, you know? So I bring that up because Donovan Mitchell's back in the conversation. You know, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they got a lot of injuries, man. They just lost you know, they're one of their big men, the young big guy over there. They lost him for 8 to 10 weeks with knee surgery. Basically the same thing with Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson has the ankle surgery 8 to 10 weeks. So you know, their young big man is basically doing the same thing, but except it's his knee. So a team that should be where the Knicks are, you know, top 4, top 5 team. Now they're a team that are like dwindling here. So in a season right now that they're probably not going to win anything due to injury, right? Do you want to lose this year to try to boost up your draft pick? You know what I'm saying? So does that mean that you get rid of Donovan Mitchell and build that way? You know what I'm saying? So let's say if Cleveland was to trade Donovan to the Knicks, quickly has to be on that in that trade. Because they're gonna want somebody young to take over for Donovan Mitchell. So I could see Quickly and Garland in the backcourt together. I could see them together because IQ right now is ready for a bigger role. He wants to get paid. He wants to get a bigger role. So Quickly getting that extension on top of getting the starting spot, that's good for Cleveland for them to grow. If they're lucky, if they continue to lose, they'll get a high draft pick, add that to the mix. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get up off of some guys like Harris LeVert and some of those guys that they ended up signing to build around Donovan Mitchell. Maybe they can get off some of those guys too and start to revamp and look to rebuild again. Because let's face it, it's like the worst secret in the world. Donovan Mitchell wants to be a Knick. He wants to be in New York so bad. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, just make it happen there. But of course, IQ's money doesn't really match though. But Donovan Mitchell's not really making a lot. I'll tell you the truth. So let's say if it was IQ and Fournier, to make the money work, that would work. But what can we do to sweeten that? Would we have to add an RJ to that? If we add an RJ to that, then you got to bring back Harris LeVert. Harris LeVert got to come with us. Maybe another player might have to take the ride over too. You know what I'm trying to say? So I mean, a trade it could easily happen. I guess we could talk about that at halftime if you guys want to do that. But I just think if Donovan Mitchell wants to be here and if the Knicks want him to be here, really think they should push the issue and really just bring him here. Have those conversations with Cleveland, see what's up. Are you guys willing to shut down the season to get the high draft pick? If so, take some draft picks, take Fournier for the salary cap relief. You know what I'm saying? Maybe take an extra young player, to help out over there. And then just give us Donovan Mitchell, and then let us do what we do to to try to become contenders out there. Because I think Brunson is about the same as not Brunson. Donovan Mitchell is about the same as Brunson. But Brunson is like a 24-point a game scorer. He's not a superstar, but he's a very good basketball player. Donovan Mitchell, he might have superstar status a little bit around the NBA, but he hasn't won anything. You know what I'm saying? Him being the main guy on a roster is not enough, to take them over the top. You know what I'm trying to say? So I mean, him adding to the Knicks, he would be the number one, likely, right? Brunson is a good number two, and then you got Julius, and then you got RJ still. So if we can keep those four guys and trade the rest of the guys, then I think that puts the Knicks in another stratosphere. But if we had to trade RJ and if we had to do too much mixing around like that, I don't think that's the right thing to do. But like I said, if we can trade quickly, Fournier, a bunch of draft picks, maybe even throw in Grimes or whatever it needs to sweeten the deal. Maybe take back one of their bad contracts or something like that. Whatever it gets to work. I think it works for the Knicks. It should work for Cleveland too. So I think if that's gonna happen, they should just let it happen. Shout out to the New York Liberty. The New York Liberty ended up getting two former MVPs, in the same offseason, and they ended up getting as quickly just steals the ball there. Cross court pass dangerous to Grimes. Grimes was able to get it, misses the 3-point shot. So a lot of action here, a lot of nothing happening out here right now. So Phoenix up and over there. Makes the layup. It's a back and forth game. Just not a fun game to watch. RJ's driving, kicks it out to Grimes. Grimes goes baseline. Nice little behind the back dribble there, really quick. Oh, good pass there by Hartenstein to try to get Grimes on the give and go, man. Really awesome play there. Hartenstein with the good pass and Grimes with the good cut. Good heads up though to not receive the pass so the ball can go out of bounds. So good play here by the Knicks. IQ comes across the screen there, step back, pulls up, no good. Josh Hart gets the kick back. Here comes Grimes again for another 3-point shot. He finally makes one. So that's Grimes. Grimes is now 1 for 2. I think that's bullshit. I think he's like 1 for 3. I felt like he took like 2 other shots before he made his first one. Because Devin Booker getting to the foul line, kicking out. So Devin Booker and DeRozan are pretty much the same kind of player. Except Devin Booker can shoot the 3. Here goes IQ, full head of steam. He had a layup. He chose not to do it. Gives it to RJ. RJ gets to the same spot, but this time he gets blocked. So here comes Devin Booker, tries to split the defense, but they're going to call a foul on the Knicks. Yeah, man. So I mean, the point I'm trying to make with the Liberty is that they had two MVPs, right? And somehow, they became New York Liberties, and then they went and got like one of the best point guards, if not the best point guard in the WNBA the last like 10 years or so. We ended up getting her, in the same off season. So I mean, if a league is motivated to make for a team to to get the right players to push them up, that they kind of make things happen. So I think the league should interfere and get Donovan Mitchell in a Knick uniform, man. You know, say that like they make those trades. Like how the hell did Shaq become a Laker? You know what I'm saying? Like how the hell did Rasheed Wallace go to Detroit? Or just go down the line. How the hell does LeBron James get to make trades every year? You know what I'm saying? And gets all the players that he wants. How does that happen every year? You know. So if there's a trade to be made by the Knicks and Cleveland, I think the league should get involved and they should just make it happen because it's going to be good for the NBA if that was to happen. You know. So I'm with it, man. Losing IQ, but gaining Donovan Mitchell. We still have all the role players and stuff on the roster, so it's all good. Devin Booker gets into the same spots. Like I said, he plays exactly like DeRozan. If anybody remembers how DeRozan plays, just get to the foul line area and just pull up. He goes, RJ, a lot of movements, shot over the rim. Thank you, number 14, for tipping it in for us. So RJ's going to get credit for that shot. He goes, Booker comes around the screen there. Booker's dribbling, too much dribbling. Knicks closing the door on him though, but they're gonna call three. They're gonna call defensive uh 3 seconds in the paint there. Josh Hart was pissed off. I look at Kevin Johnson in the back, kind of like laughing. I don't know if that's his wife there sitting next to him. We got Devin Booker about to shoot so I guess that's the second illegal defense called on the Knicks here so far. So I mean, the refs are just trying to be thing because Josh Hart was yelling at him. He's standing next to his man. How could you call defensive foul there? Defensive illegal defense. Nurkic with the ball though. And that's number 14. I'm not sure who that is. Oh, that's the German player, the guy that the Knicks should have picked up. What's his name? Not Ebanks. Oh, that is Ebanks. Yep, Ebanks. Yep. So Ebanks is out there. It goes to Knicks. I didn't see who shot that. But the Knicks got 41-35. I'm at the 9-10 mark. Spoiler alert, Phoenix is about to score now. They're going to get 37. But Devin Booker just standing there waiting, putting the Knicks to sleep. He's driving, trying to get to the foul line extended, but he full head of steam goes right to the rim. He goes IQ pushing, looking. Gives it over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein right back to IQ. IQ's pauses. He should have just cut hard. So anyway, Hart gets it back to IQ. IQ drives, spins, looking to cut to Grimes there. Grimes cut, but he changed his mind. So I mean, I think Phoenix might have hit it out of bounds, but the referees didn't call it. So I mean, this referee crew is doing a horrible job refereeing right now. Beautiful young lady who's standing behind Tom Thibodeau there. So Devin Booker's calling a play. Here comes the double screen. Back to number 0. Number 0, alley-oop. No good, but still able to receive it. Number 4 with a layup there. That's Matu. Matu is a former Sacramento King. Hartenstein ends up with it, top of the key. Dribble handoff to IQ. All the way inside there. IQ's pumping and dumping back to Hartenstein. Hartenstein's looking to create. Got his back to the basket. Gets it to Josh Hart. Nice little thread the needle, cut to the basket there. Beautiful pass by Hartenstein. Josh Hart with the points. Booker, right-hand side, comes across, just stands there, gives it over to Matu, I believe that is. No, that's Matu, number 4. Drives on IQ, just pulls up, no good. But they call a foul. Oh my God, man. Like, I mean, if it's a foul, let it be a foul, man. It's like incidental contact or not even any contact. Right there, Matu just literally pushed Josh Hart out the box and laid it up. But he didn't get called for a foul. But I don't know what the Knicks did to Matu to get him at the foul line right now. So his first shot is up off the front of the rim. Ball don't lie. 7:50 on my clock. Looks like somebody's going to call timeout. Man, Knicks making some substitutions here. So that's one thing. I can't really get upset about what's happening with the Knicks, because we definitely need a trade. So there's no use to get of losing like you're cool about what the effort is like and what things that guys are doing. There's no use to getting upset about that type of stuff. So I see Geraldine is talking and she says at Eru, I said, did we ever hire a general manager or is Tibbs the general manager now? Well, the general manager is that I don't know if he's Spanish or what he is, but he's that guy that we hired from Minnesota that was like a consultant. Now he's the general manager now. So that's a good question though, because I mean, what if is this Tom Thibodeau's last year coaching the Knicks? Tom Thibodeau's getting old now. It's not simply just because he's not a good coach, but Tom Thibodeau's getting old also. So would Tom Thibodeau become that consultant for the Knicks? You know what I'm saying? Just so he could finish up his contract or whatever, and then the Knicks just move on from him and maybe call up Johnny Bryant or maybe the other Asian dude that we have on the roster, the other assistant head coach, or do we bring in Jay Wright, which would be interesting. So that's real questions there. It's not something that of course, I'm annoyed with Tom Thibodeau the way he coaches. But I mean, you can't argue with results and stuff, over the course of the time that he's been here. But like you said, I think like a lot of us has been realizing. I don't think that Tom Thibodeau can take us any further than what he's taken us. So I think there needs to be another voice here. As still with the Knicks, adding to the talent base. I just feel they just need to continue to progress with this. Get somebody else in here to help keep this moving forward. Because you can easily fool around and end up like the Bulls, where the Bulls instead of getting better, they end up being stagnant. Now they're looking at a point now where they're probably going to miss the playoffs, and now they got to blow the whole team up. You know, there's other teams in the NBA that's guilty of the same thing too. They keep the same coach for a little bit too long, and then they end up losing with basically the same roster that they've always had. So I mean, you got to be careful with that. I just don't want that for the Knicks. So Bobby Santiago, he's got a big paragraph here. He said, we need to try something, running it back. We're pretty much the same team, getting the same results as Madden. And yeah, man. Yeah, so I mean, this is the thesis statement for all of our concerns with the Knicks here. We got all these picks, we got all these assets. What are we stockpiling these guys for if it's not to get that player? So like I said, this Donovan Mitchell thing, I think it's good for the league. Right now, Donovan Mitchell is just wasting his career, wasting his time really in Cleveland, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely wasting his time. So it just would be better if Donovan can make it to the Knicks. Like I said, IQ, IQ can go to Cleveland and have a great career over there in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Who cares if we get Donovan Mitchell? You know what I'm trying to say? Trade, like I said, trade Fournier, trade a bunch of draft picks, you know, and just make it happen. However it could get done, just make it happen, man. You know? Oh my God. Shout out to Carson. Yeah, so far, I like the way the Knicks are playing, but it's much like the last game where the Knicks are playing defense, and I feel like the Phoenix Suns are trying to figure them out. The physicality, trying to match that. I think Phoenix is overmatched with the way that we play. Because they're rocking out with Durant as the power forward, and then they have three shooting guards. Beal is hurt right now; he hurt his ankle. Grayson Allen, they got Devin Booker. With Nurkic out there, Nurkic is good. Nurkic got 9 and 7 right now, so he's a good basketball player. So I mean, the rest of the guys are all just a bunch of role players, man. There's not much there. There's a lot of talented role players, but they're just all role players outside of the big three. So now they just kind of just waiting for the Durant and Booker to take over. That's basically it. You know, Otherwise, I think the Knicks are just outplaying them. You know, out hustling. Playing better defense and stuff, but we just don't have that offensive firepower that they do. Devin Booker gets all the way inside, a lot of pushing, too much pushing there, but they call it travel. So I feel like Devin Booker travels every single time down. So Pudge is saying that Honda's doing a great job.
Sitting there, we have headphones on. Man, it is tough.
So we got Breen.
Allowed, yes, but none like this.
Okay, so it's Breen and Han today. So I mean, Han is good. Shout out to Monica McNutt. She does a great job doing color commentary on the radio. You know, watching her give the call, is awesome too. So I mean, that's something that they should probably do as a podcast. That's something that I'm doing. I don't want them to kill me. What I'm doing here, but I mean, just having Monica McNutt and that guy with a camera on them, with their reactions and stuff, that would be actually a decent like sub pod. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want, like you watch the regular broadcast, but if you want to watch them on the side, I think that's something that they should probably do. You know what I'm saying? Same way like people watch me on the side while they're watching the game. It'll be interesting to see them too. You know. Monica McNutt is dope, man. So I kind of, I want her to keep on growing, man. People like whatever that chick is on ESPN. I can't think of her name right now. But as the Phoenix Suns score again. It's a weird game, man. Somehow these Phoenix Suns are getting right at the rim, just laying it up on the Knicks for some reason. IQ gets to the foul line, changes direction, gets it all the way up on the rim. I don't know what he's doing. Grimes get back to Brunson to Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets to the paint, pulls up, gets the rebound, and lays it up. Yeah, but definitely want Monica to keep succeeding, man. She's great, man. Durant posting up Josh Hart. Josh Hart playing good defense. Double team came in there. Hartenstein comes in and slaps the ball out. They call a foul. But this is annoying, man. You're just waiting for the top scorers to get the ball, and I'm waiting for them to make something happen. And it's just a boring way to play basketball. Keep on scrolling here. Yeah, man. Yo, Monica McNutt, she smells good, bro. I went to like I forgot for who I was this with the Nothing But Knicks? I can't remember. I don't know if this was with Nothing But Knicks, but I had bought tickets to with one of the guys. I believe it was Nothing But Knicks. No, no, no. It was with Anthony MSG. I went to an Anthony MSG game, and he has the shoot around. You go to the shoot around and stuff like that. So everybody was there. You want to talk about Leon Rose was there. Everybody was there walking around where you could see them, like close enough to touch them and smell them. But literally, you smelt Monica McNutt before she passed you, because like as soon as you smell her, you're like you smell something good. It smells like a beautiful woman, and then you smell her before, and then you're looking, and like just instinctively looking, and then you look to your right, and here she comes walking, past us, but she know we're there, she's smiling, people are looking at her, so she got like the woman swag going on for her, but man, she is like really beautiful. She looks bigger on TV, as far as like taller and maybe thicker and stuff like that. But in person, she's a woman, man. You could see that she's like a very, very fine, attractive woman, man. So yeah, but aside from that, like I said, she does her job really well, man. So just much props to her. She is fine though, bro. Woo, definitely. You know, but ain't nothing like a woman that could talk sports a little bit, but has a great personality without being a man. Without being super like alpha male kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? You can still be feminine, still talking shit, but do it like a woman would do. You know what I'm saying? That's attractive, man. So she got the full package, man. Definitely. Absolutely. Yeah, man, she smells delicious, bro. I gotta tell you. Like if you any of you guys ever get a chance to like to go to one of those shoot arounds, you go to a game and they offer the shoot around in the beginning. If you ever get to do that, keep your eyes open for her, man. Just when you see it and then you get what I'm talking about. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what's up. Ah man, how are we gonna make it to the end here? The last game was late, you know what I'm saying? We made it all the way to the end, it was rough, but tonight I'm extremely tired, man. So we got a long time out here for some reason. We're at the 5:31 mark, 47-47. Plenty of time left in the first half now. But man, I had a horrible day today at work today. If you want to talk about that, we got this new coworker, man. She's new. But she picked up all the bad habits of the job right away. You know what I'm saying? Like all the bad habits, everything that we do as people that have more time in the department, like we could do stuff like that because we know what's going on. And if something goes wrong, we know how to fix it. We know how to handle it. But she doesn't care, it seems like, man. So I don't know if she's watching the podcast, because I told her I have a podcast. I don't know if she's like gonna peep in and see this. But yo, that's how I feel about it, man. She picked up all the bad habits that we have, and she's like, oh, call me when you need me, and let me know when it's time to wrap it up. Like, really, like, where the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? I should be dipped somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? So it's kind of annoying. So that was annoying, and then I had to curse out the contractors today. I work with contractors, so I had to curse out the contractors. Motherfuckers cracking jokes with me. So I had to tell them, I said, yo, man, you motherfuckers don't even say good morning. And then you got the nerve to be cracking jokes at me, man. Fuck you guys. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those type of days. So after that, I kind of like checked out for the day, man. It's like, yo, you know what? I'm just gonna do the minimum today, gonna handle my side, make sure everything is good, and that's it. You know? So anyway, Knicks action. Brunson gives it over to Julius. Julius sees the double team, still holds on to it. Double team leaves. Josh Hart gets the ball from Julius back to Grimes. Grimes had a shot there, kicks it back to Josh Hart. And Josh Hart shoots a turnaround fadeaway, no good. But Grimes is wide open in the paint. Why wouldn't he just shoot it? I don't get it, man. So anyway, Brunson with a steal. So here comes the Knicks. Knicks got numbers there. He throws it to Josh Hart. He misses it. So anyway, you got to set it back up. Julius now. Oh, well, step back jump shot in front of Durant and knocks that down. So I mean, sometimes Julius can hit superstar style shots, man. So I see a question. Let me see here. Bobby Santiago. He says, is Taj getting in the game? I don't think so. Right now, the Knicks got 8 players in the game right now. So I mean, Tom Thibodeau usually sticks to an 8-man rotation. So Taj Gibson, I don't think he's gonna play today. Because Julius the fake. Dribble, and the referees are calling something. What are they calling? Illegal defense down on Durant? I mean, that's bullshit. I mean, are you watching the ball, fam, or are you watching underneath the basket? So now here goes the Knicks with free throws. So illegal defense on Durant. It's just like ridiculous. Because as I'm looking at the game, there's not much action happening. So the ball is passing past Durant. So so I could see Durant, and I don't think that was illegal defense. Same way like the Knicks when the Knicks got called there with Josh Hart. Josh Hart was standing in the vicinity of his defender. So how was that illegal defense? Same thing with Durant. He's standing within the vicinity of his player. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, these referees are something else. Brunson, stick and move there, gives it to Dante. Dante pulls up with hardly no room. He misses it. Here goes Durant coming down the court. He got some kind of like Laffy Taffy sneakers, man, purple and pink. Durant sidesteps, pulls up. Just boring, man. Nurkic gets it and he lays it up. He's looking for a foul. But it's just boring, man. Durant's coming in there, he sidesteps and just dribbles to a spot and just pulls up. Sucks, man. This Brunson. A lot of moves for Brunson, though. Inside to Hartenstein. Nice little cut to the basket for pick and roll. Nice layup by Hartenstein. But here comes Phoenix there. Gives it to Durant. Durant's going to stand there. Let everybody freeze. Now he comes around the screen. Cross-court pass there to Goodwin, I believe. He missed that. Knicks are trying to fight for the rebound there. Phoenix gets it. Durant on the inside there to number 24. He loses it. No foul called. RJ loses the ball. He needs to hold on to it. Gives it to Julius. Julius comes across the timeline looking to pass. He holds on to it. Looking to go one-on-one there. Double team came there. They're going to call a loose ball foul. So I don't think that's a loose ball foul either. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Phoenix fan. But Goodwin, I don't think Goodwin fouled Julius just now. He swiped at the ball. Did he foul him? I don't think he did. So they're showing the interior play here of Hartenstein knocking the ball loose. That was a good play. But Goodwin, I don't think he fouled what's the name just now. Anyway, here goes Hartenstein dribbling here, looking to get a pass. Oh, good try. As Dante DiVincenzo went back door, he tried to go behind the back with a pass there. Durant dribbles to a spot, passes to somebody way underneath the basket. So that was Booker. Here goes Booker around the screen, back to Durant in the corner. Looked like Julius Randle blocked that, but it still went in. So Durant with a 3-point shot. Here goes Brunson, dribble. Here goes Hartenstein with the screen to the right. Step back 3-point shot. Knocks that down for Brunson. Sheesh. So Brunson got 56 to 52. So this is one of those games where I don't know if the Knicks can sustain, this back and forth with Phoenix here. So here goes Phoenix there. Durant with another 3-point shot. He knocks that down. So that's all it takes. Get your superstars the shot a bunch of shots, let them get warmed up, and then now be afraid. Archie comes down, being guarded by Grayson Allen, trotting down there, able to get one of those pro hop kind of scores there over tough defense. Durant gets it, cross court pass to Devin Booker. Devin Booker dribbling, coming around the screen, gets to the foul line, kicks it back out to Durant for another three, and Durant just hit 3 straight 3-pointers just like that. So the score is now 58-58. I don't know if Tom Thibodeau is going to call a timeout. Julius gets it, get caught on the switch. Julius is looking. Nobody's cutting. The referees are trying to call. I mean, Hartenstein is trying to say that Nurkic is illegal. So the referees finally called it. So that was the only time today that somebody was illegal today as far as illegal defense. Nurkic definitely was sitting in the paint just now. Yeah, Knicks play weird, man. I think Phoenix plays weird. These referees are calling the game weird. Yo, man, Bob, they all doing that. They all doing that. Hart is getting right into the paint, passing up shots. IQ's doing it. Definitely Grimes. Everybody's doing it. They get to a point, like I mentioned it already. Like Julius will get to a spot, instead of shooting it, he'll kick it back out, and whoever he kicks it back out runs to the same spot that Julius is in, and then takes the same shot that Julius should have taken to begin with. So they're calling a legal screen there. I think Grayson Allen might have did a little acting job there. So just for Pudge, we got to get him back in the game. Shout out to CC. Yeah, man. So ESPN is in the place. Can't stand the ESPN commentators. So if they're on if they're live on ESPN, I'm gonna put that on so I can see the game a little bit smoother. So I see there's a watch option. All right, cool. So we will be watching this game on the big screen here. Let me see the differential as far as the time limit there. So we're at 111. They're showing a replay. No, this is real time. So that's 111, 109. So ESPN is actually a little bit closer. So we're gonna start rocking with ESPN right now. So turning off this, and we're gonna be rocking with ESPN as far as the footage is concerned. So let's take that off. Get ready for halftime here. They got Sean Marion. They're gonna be attributing him by retiring his number. So we'll get some audio on that. We'll see here if that could work for us today. Let's get some box scores here for myself so I can get some names and read off some stats while we're playing. Let me maximize the screen so I can see it in full. So yeah, so I can stop squinting my eyes here, guys. Now I can call the game much more clearer. Got 39 seconds here. Knicks are still battling. They were up a little bit. Now Phoenix took the lead a little bit. So Julius has a chance to cut it, to make it within 1 point. Shout out to Julius at the foul line. Got to make his free throws. Has anybody bought these sketches yet? I don't know if they're in the stores or yet, whatever, man. But they're like $1 something they're like over $100. So I mean, I feel weird going into a Skechers store and buying anything in there over $100. They say that the technology in the shoes are much better. I know their work boots are definitely much more comfortable. Their composite toe boots are really comfortable. So I'm anxious to try them on, but like I said, I don't want to spend $125 on a pair of basketball kicks. You know what I'm saying? Especially these Skechers, just for the novelty of it, just to keep it. So, remember when Julius had these kicks like that? He used to wear Skechers. So Phoenix are getting some cheap points here on the Knicks. Brunson is walking the dog right in front of Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen should have just jumped on the ball. I don't understand it. So Brunson, this is a weird angle here. So I think I'm watching ESPN 3 because they're using the weird camera angle. So What is this? Yep, I'm definitely watching ESPN3. They got like a weird space age kind of like thing. Can you see it? Yeah, there you go. So you can see the camera angles there. You know, the camera angles weird. It's like video game camera angles. You know, I'll give you guys another quick peek at it again. See, right now at the free throw, they're showing this camera. You know, they're showing that camera. So it's a weird look here at ESPN3. So I'll show you game footage in a second, man. So then while I'm doing that, I gotta go find the regular camera footage here. Brunson with another free throw to make it 63. So 63 to 65, you know, a lot of offense here, not a lot of defense. And most of the defense is being played by the Knicks. You know, but Phoenix is just making tough shot after tough shot. So they're gonna look to try to get the last shot, kind of, but there is basically almost a 4 second differential on the shot clock though. Devin Booker gets all the way inside, kicks it out to the shooters, pulls up, knocks that down. So let's let me give you guys a chance to see what's going on in here. See, look at the camera angles they're using. See what it's like at the top of the key. Almost looks like you know, it looks weird to watch a game like this. It's like you're watching the game in reverse. Yeah, so I definitely got to find a different some different footage there. So something happened with Devin Booker. Devin Booker, I think he got to take a shit or something. Just trying to beat the traffic to the locker room so he could take a shit. So I mean, you know, it's still got a little bit of time here, right? Or are we at halftime? I think we might be at halftime now. So we are officially at halftime. So let me try to find the regular feed here for ESPN. So I don't have to use the ESPN3 thing here. So they're on ESPN and ESPN3. So make sure I click the right thing here. All right, so here we goes. Also got ESPN Deportes also. ESPN Deportes is always on a delay, you know, compared to the regular stream. So anyway, let's get the real footage here. Yep, so this is definitely better. Definitely HD quality too. So anyway, while this is playing here, let's see what Geraldine says here. Geraldine has a big question. She says, Ebro, I have another question. What other center could we sign that would have helped us out until Mitch is back besides Taj Gibson? That's a good question, you know. That is a good question. So I mean, you know, I like to, you know, you've seen it plenty of times before. Here it goes. Hoops hype free agents 2023. So these are the top players available. So I always go back to this website here. As you can see, guys like Rudy Gay and stuff like that. Click centers. These are people that are free agents here. So you got Nerlens Noel. You know, that's a familiar face there. Nerlens Noel. You got Dwayne Dedman. Dedman's not a bad player. Ken Birch is decent. You know, he's a Canadian player, I believe. I believe he's from Canada. Who else we got? Kai Jones is available, but Kai Jones might be out the league forever. Kim Birch, it says that he's on San Antonio, or he used to be on San Antonio. I'm not sure if he signed or not. Of course, Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson is listed as number 5, man. So as far as the options, Dirk Favors, I think Dirk Favors might be retired now. You know, outside of, like I said, outside of that, there's not really much much to choose from. Let's take a look at power forwards. Some of these power forwards could play a little bit of center. So let's click power forwards. So power forwards, we got Wenyen Gabriel. You know, that's the guy that's been bouncing around a lot. Jermichael Green is somebody that I wanted to pick up. You know, he's sitting on his couch right now. Rudy Gay is another guy that he was signed earlier on this year. He got waived. So we have to wait and see what's going on with Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay wouldn't be a bad look. Blake Griffin, I think he's done. Isaiah Roby is interesting. He's like number 5. He's actually on the Westchester Knicks team. So I mean, Isaiah Roby probably would have been a good choice too, to call him up from the G League just to give him a shot. You know, but we chose Taj Gibson, man. Taj Gibson, we need him for leadership purposes, man. So, you know, to answer the question, right, there's not really you know, slim pickings as far as free agents is concerned. But you know, to make a lateral trade, we could make a lateral trade to get to fill in that spot. But you know, it's not really necessary because we got Jericho Sims. You know, Jericho Sims is wasting time, you know, sitting on our bench there. So if Mitch Robinson is out, we got to utilize the guys that are on our roster, you know. So Jericho, you know, not for nothing, is not playing all that bad. excuse me, guys, belching in the microphone. But let's get into some halftime stuff. We got the game summaries here. First quarter, 31-30, Knicks were up. Second quarter, 38-32. So that's where Phoenix took a little bit of the lead there. Not much, but 68 to 63 is a big lead, man. Once again, sorry for the belching in the microphone, guys. Game charts. Let's maximize this. Minimize this a little bit, so we can get into some game charts here. So game charts. How come the game charts didn't come in? There you go. Click it again. There you go. So he goes to shot charts for each team. The Knicks on the left hand side. Knicks got a lot of shots at the rim there. They see a lot of red out there in the perimeter. But for the most part, this is shots that the Knicks normally take. So Phoenix is allowing the Knicks to take their shots. But we just been kind of missing a little bit compared to Phoenix. So we're shooting 53, they're shooting 60%. So let's take a look at what they're doing. Look at all the shots at the rim there. There was so many layups that they made. I don't think they missed anything on the inside except 2 shots. They made so many shots at the rim there. So you see the corner threes going. So they're shooting 60%. So that's atrocious there. So the Knicks got to definitely do something about that. Let's scroll down. All these numbers being right on top of each other just shows it's a close game. Rebounding wise, Phoenix is up 22-19. So my argument that the Knicks are a better rebounding team or don't necessarily need Mitchell Robinson to rebound, my theory is not adding up, because in the last 2 games without Mitchell Robinson, the Knicks haven't been able to rebound. You know what I'm saying? I think the Knicks came on in the second half of the last game to bring the rebounding a little bit closer. But here we are, 22-19. It doesn't fit my quote unquote narrative, right? But 17-14 as far as assists. Knicks got 7 steals to 2, 1-1 for blocks, 7 assists, 7 turnovers, to 9 turnovers. So it's a lot of turnovers so far halfway through this game. Like I said, shooting percentages are great all across the board for both teams. 52% from 3, man. So let's go back to the shot charts. You can see all the greens that the Phoenix has at the 3-point line compared to the Knicks, man. So that's a big part of the game there too. Knicks got to play better defense, man. Phoenix has a lot of confidence. I think they're scoring because of their confidence. They got 2 superstars, but outside of that, the rest of the guys are really shooting the ball well too. Points in the paint, 32-28. Knicks are right on top of them with that. Second chance points, 10-7, and fast break points is on 2-3. So, the Knicks are winning in those are basically all 3 of those positions there. 2-3 as far as fast break points. It's about even there. So 10 second chance points and 10 it's gonna be 20, it's gonna be 32-28 points in the paint. I got distracted. So I'm looking at the young lady here. She plays for Phoenix. No, she plays for the Lakers, I believe. Not the Lakers, the Sparks. She's beautiful too, man. You know, she's a brick house too. When she stands up, she's very powerful. So anyway, I love women that play basketball. Monica used to play ball too. She played for Georgetown. So I kind of remember her from back then. Yeah, but she never played in the WNBA and like that. She just went straight to broadcasting. So it's good to see. But she's really good too, though. This young lady here. I can't think of her name, but I know she plays for the Sparks, or at least she used to. So let's scroll up. Let's get into some box score stuff real quick before we get back into the game. Box score, Knicks are basically spread out between our big 3. We got Julius with 13, RJ with 13, so that's good. Both guys shooting great from the field. Brunson is shooting 45%. He's 15 points, 4 steals today. So Brunson has been doing a lot of work today. 5 assists, 4 rebounds. So he's flirting with a quadruple double right now. So that's interesting. Outside of that, nobody else in double figures there. IQ is 1 for 5. IQ has been kind of struggling a little bit. I feel like most of our players have been struggling. We just have a lot of role players. Just to count it over, outside of the big 3, Jericho's a role player, DiVincenzo's a role player, Josh Hart is a role player, Hartenstein's a role player, even IQ. IQ can masquerade as a 4th option, but he's really a role player as well. And Quentin Grimes surely is a role player. So the Knicks need to delete one of these guys and put in somebody that can actually contribute more than just being a role player. That's the thing there. Donovan Mitchell, like we were talking earlier, man. Donovan Mitchell will be perfect in that spot. But we're gonna need a little bit of help from the league, man, to force Cleveland to make that trade. You know what I'm saying? Because it's better for the league. We talked about it on Still Knicks. It was actually nothing but Knicks. but we were doing the NBA wrap up, and we basically were talking about it. So like the NBA is a little bit in trouble because the revenue stuff is coming in. All these owners and stuff like that, they're just paying players for no reason, but the product on the court is not good. There's no where is the next LeBron James? He hasn't raised his head yet. When Benyama came into the league, and when Benyama's kind of like, he's kind of like okay, he's gonna be good. He's probably gonna be way better eventually, But him coming into the league now is like okay, even when he does become that player, it's still gonna be like okay. Same thing with Luca and these guys. These guys, they're the next generation of players, but there's no pizzazz with these guys. They're not LeBron. They're not like, even they're not even like Tracy McGrady or anybody like that. The NBA is in trouble. We don't really have players like that. Even though we have a lot of guys that's scoring a lot of points, getting 20s, getting 30 points per game, a lot of those guys, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, for example, those guys are not. They just don't have the personality and the marketability. You know what I'm saying? So like like when OKC plays, like I can't wait to see Shea. I don't think anybody ever says that. So I mean, something's definitely missing with the NBA right now, and you know, like they really do need the Knicks to be really good in order to sell this league. You know, because Giannis is out there. A lot of international players. But you get Donovan Mitchell on the Knicks, we got a bunch of American players playing together, hard nosed, with the Knicks, stock tight there with talent. I think this is better for the league, especially right now. They actually do need that to sustain this league to keep the interest, in my opinion. You know. So I think the Knicks, I think not the Knicks, the NBA is in trouble. Like as far as like the 70s, you want to talk about the 70s where it was like a lot of drugs, a lot of cigarettes and drinking in the locker room and stuff like that. When Magic and Bird came along, they basically saved the NBA in the at the beginning of the 80s. Because both players were in college in the 70s, and they made it to the NBA around 78, 79, like that. So if they didn't come into the league and one go to the East Coast, one go to the West Coast, there would be no draw, outside of Dr. J. There was no draw to the NBA. So they definitely brought a different look, to make people care about the personalities and stuff like that. Right now, I don't care about any of the personalities, even like Kevin Durant. I don't care about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's all over my TV. He's successful, business and in media and stuff like that, but nobody cares about him. I'm looking at this Toy Story kind of commercial here for the thing. Like I just mentioned Durant right on cue. But they got MB, Luca. Like I said, none of these guys can be the face of the NBA anymore. There's no guy. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be like in a little bit of a purgatory, as far as stardom and just like interest in the NBA. We're kind of gonna be in purgatory soon. Because you want to talk about the beginning of the 80s and whatever, you had guys like Adrian Dantley, you know what I'm saying? You had Bob McAdoo and these different guys. They were scoring a lot of points back then, but nobody cared about them. Nobody cared about Bob McAdoo and all that. Bob McAdoo averaged like 28 points per game, in his career, 30 points per game in his career. But nobody cares. Even to this day, he's like an assistant coach in Miami this whole time. Nobody cared. They never showed a Bob McAdoo highlight when Miami was winning championships. They never even interviewed him. They didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Even to this day, so the NBA is definitely in that, to me, at least to me, in my opinion, they're kind of like a purgatory. So see a lot of comments here. So let's see if I can catch up some of these there. So I know Geraldine made the last comment. So scroll down, looking. So I see Coach Sierra 617. He's making some comments. So he said Ime Udoka has Houston balling 13-9. He's a good coach. So he's asking me, do I watch Houston? If so, how well is Tyree Easton playing? Well, he's not playing, I don't think, right? I haven't really been paying attention because I'm a Knicks fan. Like when it comes to other teams, you kind of just glance at them. You're not like watching game in and game out, because how could I do that if I'm sitting here in front of you watching these games? So sometimes I got a chance to look at extended highlights of games. You know what I'm saying? Like the I forgot what they call it, but it's like the short version of a game. I'll watch that sometimes if I'm at work, if I have time. But we don't really have a lot of time to watch all those games. There's nobody on this earth that has all enough time to watch 30 teams play basketball and then watch like 30 teams play football and watch 30 teams play baseball and really know the ins and outs of each team. That's impossible, for anybody, man. But Houston, they're basically like the Knicks kind of. They have a lot of they got you know, Van Fleet there, Van Vliet, excuse me, that's almost like Brunson. They have a couple other young guys out there that are just starting to blossom and stuff like that. So they kind of like the Knicks a little bit in that way. Defense is their strong suit. They got a couple villains over there. So I'm looking at it again. They actually beat the Grizzlies today. So the Grizzlies that they haven't been playing well. They didn't even try to improve their roster. In light of Ja Morant being out. But they got Sun Gun over there. Sun Gun is one of my favorite players. He's been his stats have been pretty high, but lately 15 points tonight with 7 rebounds, 1 assist. He usually gets a little bit more than that. You got Jabari Smith there, 5 points, 12 rebounds. Uh, you got Green over there. He had 14. So that dude Brooks, Dylan Brooks, he had actually led them tonight in scoring with 26. So that's just like a ragtag, not ragtag group, but it's just like there's no superstar, but there's like there's decent talent, but no superstar there. It just reminds me of the Knicks. Tyree Easton did play. He had 11 points and 8 rebounds. So I mean, I got this. I remember seeing him playing in the preseason. Tyree Easton. So I mean, Tyree Easton is good. Tyree Easton he was drafted low, but his talent is off the charts, man. His talent should have been, top 10 in the draft there, but I think he fell out of the lottery if I'm not mistaken. But we got the halftime show here. I'm looking to see if they're gonna show Marion stuff. I don't know if I missed it with all the talking that I'm doing. But Marion's been doing a lot of smiling here, so I don't know if they put his number in the rafters before the game or after the game or what's happening with that. Yeah, man. Shout out to Jeff Green. Jeff Green is still cooking. He's still playing for Houston. He's old ass, 37 years old. Jeff Green came into the NBA with Durant. Way back when, and Durant is still playing there. Durant. How old is Durant now? He's got to be like 35. How old is Durant? Let's see how old Durant is. So the second half is about to start. So Durant right now is 35. Yeah, 35 years old. Unbelievable. It's a lot of years, man. He's been playing in the NBA since he was 19. Devin Booker comes around the screen, gets into the baseline there, waits for the defense to make a mistake, and then shoots over them. Just boring style of basketball. So when it gets to going like this, where teams are manufacturing boring points like this, how do the Knicks get the momentum to push through something like this? That's the issue. That's why we need that extra scorer out there because we don't have firepower to begin with. We have guys that can score, but we just don't have that firepower. That's why you need that extra guy. You know. Yeah. So I'm looking at you guys' comments. Definitely, coach is making some good comments. Yeah, it's a boring ass game. I got to tell you, I'm starting to tap out energy wise, man. I'm trying to keep my energy up here. So the Knicks with a 3-point shot. It looks like I missed who that was. It looks like it might have been Brunson. So DiVincenzo's trying to pick up Devin Booker there. So Devin Booker takes the bump, gets into the dotted line, and just pulls up. It's boring, man. Sheesh. But the Knicks need a boring play like that. Shout out to DeRozan. DeRozan plays exactly like Booker. I've been saying that all podcasts. Get Devin Booker on his roster so we can just get some boring points too. We need it. RJ, a lot of pumping and dumping inside to Jericho Sims for the dunk. Passed up a shot. He probably should have just shot it. So goes Devin Booker rolling the ball up the court. 21 seconds on the shot clock. He takes 2 steps before he passed it. He goes Durant, dotted line, pump and dump. Brunson's calling a play, bringing the ball across the timeline, gives it over to Jericho. Jericho back to Julius. Jericho sets good screens there. He gives RJ a nice screen. Comes around him. RJ just blows the layup. But good idea though. Jericho Sims is a good screen setter, man. Able to do pick and rolls with him really well to hide behind him. RJ did a good job with that, but wasn't able to score. It goes Booker holding the ball, holding the ball, holding the ball, faking, faking. Now he takes 2 dribbles, gets to a spot and pulls up off the glass and knocks it in. Oh my God. Here goes Brunson, comes across the timeline. Looking, gets it to Julius, transition 3, fakes it, gets to the foul line, up and under, and lays that up. You know, that's one of those borderline traveling things there, but it's within the rules. You know, good shot there by Julius. Here goes DiVincenzo fighting Booker there. So I mean, DiVincenzo is in a losing battle against Devin Booker right now. He's definitely fighting, definitely attacking, but nothing's gonna stop Booker from getting to his spots, man. 76-70. Here comes Phoenix, 35 to Booker. So now RJ's guarding Booker. So RJ's doing the hand wave and the face thing. So Devin Booker dribbles to the side, fades. Dante DiVincenzo with the rebound. Comes across, looking. Is it over to Jericho's? Almost set him up to fail there. Jericho almost traveled. So they're going to call loose ball foul on Booker. Oh, man. I feel like it's that same referee that keeps calling those bullshit-ass calls, man. He's the lead referee. Motherfucker's trying to be famous. I want to be famous so bad. Start a YouTube channel. Fuck. Brunson, left-hand side, takes a screen from Jericho. Good screen. Brunson pulls up for 3. He knocks that down. So Brunson came out hot to start the second half here, 73-76. Knicks are down by 3, 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Durant comes across the screen, dribbles to a spot, picks it up. Definitely travel. He switches pivot foot just now. Booker, one-on-one against Julius. Spoiler alert, he's going to pull up. So he looked to step back, dribble in between his legs, pull up. Spoiler alert. Off the front of the rim. Phoenix Suns rebound. Number 25 has it. He's dribbling around looking for the star players. Here goes Booker again. He's going to get to the foul line, try to at least. Nurkic, wide open on the pick and roll, misses the three-point shot. Jericho Sims in there fighting for the rebound. So Brunson gets out of bounds, and referee finally got a chance to call a good call there. We'll see, man. I mean, because they're saying the trades are coming because it's December 15th. So we got less than a month before the trade deadline is here. So I mean, if something's gonna happen, it's gotta happen now. You know, so trades are coming, you know, simply because the trade deadline is coming. So it'll be Booker catch and shoot off a Durant pass. He knocks that down. So every time the Knicks get a little bit closer, Phoenix comes right back and pushes the lead back up to 6. Brunson comes across the timeline, 19 seconds, setting up the offense there. He just pulls up and he knocks that down. So Brunson has been on one in this third quarter. Excuse me, definitely stopping the runs here. Phoenix definitely has been trying to, push ahead of us, but Brunson has been right there answering the call. Devin Booker, double pumps all the way out to Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen to Nurkic. Nurkic has the ball. Being guarded by Jericho Sims, he's going to shoot a hook shot over him. Beautiful shot there, knocks that down. He does the he's too little sign there. Like, be careful with that, dude. But Nurkic is good though. Nurkic is very confident. I wouldn't mind Nurkic as a Knick. Like Nurkic, on the other hand, too, he's skilled. So compared to some of the guys that we have, like if he had Nurkic instead of Mitchell Robinson or instead of Hartenstein or something like that, as a starter, I think he just would make us so much better. I think. Then here goes RJ, shot off the glass. He just blows it, but he did get fouled though. Oh yeah. I guess so. Has he come out the game yet? I'm looking. Let me get the score back up here. Has Julius Randle came out the game? Well, yes, he has. Julius Randle has 22 minutes right now. Hasn't even attempted a shot all second half. So that's annoying. As a team, you got to realize that that your main scorer hasn't touched the ball. You know what I'm saying? So you got to try to get these guys shots. The Knicks play better when Julius Randle is rocking. So RJ is getting it on too. So right now, it's the RJ and Brunson show. Julius Randle got to play some defense. Here comes Durant coming across the timeline now. Gotta adjust my seat here, guys. Booker catch and shoot. He misses that in and out. Julius with the rebound. Julius bring the ball up the court, comes across the timeline, gets to the 3-point line on the right hand side, goes against Durant, posting and toasting. Inside, pushing and dishing there. Finally fades away. It was a bad shot. Too busy focused on pushing instead of making a shot or making a pass. Booker all the way to the basket. Jericho Sims fight for the rebound there. Nurkic mixes a chippy. Julius around the left hand side, pushing, looking. Got Grayson Allen, so he's just pushing off. Like, what is the point? So he's so focused on the pushing that Phoenix was able to get that steal. Devin Booker gets the rebound and he lays that up. So the Knicks are going to call timeout. 5-point lead here. Ah man, definitely don't want this lead to get up over 5 because I don't think the Knicks can come back if Phoenix gets up too high. Yeah, Brunson is hot. Brunson is definitely hot. But we got Julius not making mistakes a little bit. So like I said, you got to try to find Julius. If when Julius plays well, it gives the Knicks a better chance. Oh yeah, it's too late at night to be watching horror film commercials. Night swim, Lord have mercy. Yeah, man. Randall's definitely sleepwalking, but like I said, you got to try to get him on some pick and rolls. You got to try to get him moving and stuff like that. Right now, Brunson has it going. So when Brunson has it going, and then Julius is not involved, it makes him it just turns him off. So now we got to figure out a way to get him involved in there. RJ is getting him when he can, but we definitely got to feed the beast though, man. I think he's 6 for 9 right now, as far as box score and stuff. Let me get this box score popping here, guys. Yeah, man. Check out the box score for Julius. Yep, Julius is 6 for 10. Excuse me, 6 for 10. 15 points. RJ and Julius 15 apiece. Brunson has 24. Nobody else with double figures. In contrast, for Phoenix, they got 4 guys in double figures there. Grayson Allen got 10, Nurkic with 17, Durant with 19, and Booker with 25. Nobody else has scored outside of a 3-point shot from Little. Nasir Little. So that's interesting there. Nurkic was 17 and 10. So people want to tell me that Nurkic is not that good. He's trash. Definitely a good player there. CC says the second half, and they have adjusted on it. Randall has to stay off the dribble for forcing. Yep, that whole thing there. See, this is old school. Shout out to Harlem, man. Peace, Harlem CEO. I shouted out your hat the other day, man. This is from a hat that was designed by his brother there. The 70 year of the Knicks, basically 70 years of NBA basketball. You got his brother's company here. Through a partnership with the Knicks and what's the company here? I believe it's just the Knicks, right? This is 53 merch. So that's the logo. I was looking for the logo before, so that's the actual thing there. You see the @ so that's Instagram 53 merch. So shout out to them. So now that I see that, now I'm gonna on the side here. I'm gonna see if I can follow him. 53 merch. Yeah, thanks for the hat, man. Definitely, I'll keep all my little hats like that. I keep them around like heads on a spike. You know what I'm trying to say? I have that hat. Of course, I got this one that I've been wearing recently, the Die Hard hat. I've been wearing it recently. I keep those on a trophy. There's some Die Hard hat. I keep that on one of these spikes over here too. I got a whole drawer full of hats here that I just keep them in the stash, just keeping them fresh. But anyway, back to the game here. Julius Randle gets all the way into the paint, the dotted line, didn't even look at the rim. Brunson gets into the same spot. See, it's ridiculous. Julius Randle gets into the spot. He gets into an area where he can make a shot. Didn't even look at the rim. Passes to Brunson, and Brunson dribbles into the same area. So it's like a big waste of time, waste of energy the Knicks are out there doing, man. So just wish the Knicks weren't like that, man. It's frustrating. come on. Yeah, 4th of November. 4th of November. Okay. So 53 merch, I guess, is the actual company that they got the hats from, I guess, right? So this is 4th of November. This is the actual logo. 4th of November. There you go. 4th of November. Make sure I get it right, man. 85-78, 6 minutes in the third quarter. What are the Knicks gonna do here? Like, I just feel like the Knicks are doing too much out there. You got Jericho Sims inside for the dunk. He gets up so quickly, man. He got called for a foul. But here we go. They're showing a replay. Booker inside. So Grayson Allen, he says, "Oh, it wasn't a foul." But I mean, after he blocked the shot, he hit the dude in the face. So they're gonna call something. Like, you don't think you did anything? This shit is crazy. I hate it when players do that. They, like, they make contact with the person and they're gonna argue with the refs and go all anime. Like, yo, dude, like, there wasn't a chance that you fouled him. Like, no chance in hell. It's like crazy. Anyway, just drinking a lot of soda here, man. My fucking ass gonna be up all night after this. Drinking basically a whole bottle of soda here. This is zero sugar, So I don't like to drink sugary soda because it just tastes too thick to me. It almost tastes like a protein shake. You know what I'm saying, with all that sugar. So, but I like diet soda because it's a little bit more crisp. But no telling what these chemicals and stuff are doing to you as far as the soda is concerned, man. But soda's delicious. I don't drink anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink. I'm actively trying to get back into shape and stuff. So I can't completely like rid myself of all things that I love. So having a soda every once in a while it should be fine. A diet soda every once in a while should be fine. It's better than smoking a whole bunch of weed. It's better than like drinking a whole bunch of alcohol all the time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta have their fix. I don't get on people that smoke. People that smoke. I like that some people have respect. Like, oh, I'm smoking. Let me go downwind because I'm blowing smoke in your face. That type of stuff. Because it's their fix. It's something they do to help cope through life. So I never get on people for their fixes. Right now, all of us, we just like Knicks fans. We love basketball. We love the Knicks. We love talking about the Knicks. The whole culture with the colors, the hats. You see me wearing orange shirts every freaking day. Because it's the season time. It's the dead of winter. It's about to be the dead of winter. So it's time to lock in. The Knicks are playing. Got my orange shirt every single night. Got a pack of 20. You know what I'm saying, of orange shirts that I got in the rotation, man. I'm gonna wear them every single day. And it is what it is there with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just a fix, something that no one really understands unless you're in it. Like, say if I was a heroin addict, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else will understand what a heroin addict's going through unless another heroin addict, unless you become a heroin addict, you know what I'm saying? So you would never know what's going on with the Knicks unless you were a Knicks fan. So real true diehard Knicks fans, we all know each other. We basically are living the same life, so we get each other. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, man. Tibbs is a joke. This team might be in the lottery. We talking about the Knicks, man? They could be. The Knicks are right there. They want to do the standings right now since this game is kind of boring. Let's go do the NBA standings right now. NBA standings. Get to the NBA standings. Here we go. So the Knicks are right now in 5th place at 13-10. So if we lose today, we'll be 13-11. So look at everybody else. You got the Pacers with 13-10. We got the Heat with 14-11. You got 13-11 with the Nets. You also got 13-12 with Cleveland, man. So if the Knicks keep losing, we're gonna be down in the mix with all these different teams here. Even the Hawks too. The Hawks have been playing decent basketball recently. So between number 10 all the way to number 5, all these teams are basically got the same record. So the Knicks could go to 10 at any point right now if we continue to fade as Julius breaks open and gets a nice little layup. So the lead is cut to 7 right now with 5 minutes left in this third quarter. I don't know what the Knicks are gonna do here. We just don't have the firepower to catch back up with these different teams. Yeah. Goodwin with a wide open corner three, he knocks that down. Nobody guarding him. Somehow Jericho Sims covered all that space there to try to come back on that shooter. But Jericho Sims goes out there, goes a double screen. Brunson and Jericho there. Here's over to Julius. Julius, left hand side, being guarded by Grayson Allen. He gives it to Brunson. Brunson for three. He knocks that down. So Brunson cuts the lead back to 7. We're just trading buckets right now with Phoenix. Yeah. What can you do? Here comes Grayson Allen on inside. I mean, he traveled, man. I feel like he took 2 steps, faked the shot, and then took another step. We might have to see a replay there. So I'm looking at the replay. So they got Grayson Allen. He dribbles, picks up the thing. Yeah, is that 3 steps? It looked like he traveled. I don't know, man. I feel like I gotta see that again. But Grayson Allen, he looks a lot like Reed Richards. If you want to talk about the Fantastic Four comic book hero, he looks like Reed Richards. Got the gray hair on the side of his head. Shot is up. But if how old is Grayson Allen right now? Let's see if we can do that. Grayson Allen. So Grayson Allen, how old is he? Grayson Allen, let me see on this side. He is 28. Man, he's 28 years old now. I know he played a bunch of years in college, so that kind of ate up a lot of his time. But 28 years old, man, sheesh. I remember when he was in high school. I mean, time flies, man. Time flies if you're not having fun. Wasting a lot of time with people that are keeping you miserable, man. Before you know it, they eat all that time from your life. Yeah, man. I don't know why he looks that old. They say white people age fast anyway, That just has to do with the non-melanated people, not just white people, non-melanated people, I should say. Here we go. You got Durant being smothered by the Knicks there. Nurkic on the inside, got 1 foot in the paint there, bouncing and pouncing. He tried to draw a foul there, but he just falls out of bounds. Hartenstein should be open for a layup. Julius Randle didn't see him. Brunson is open, pulls up for 3. He knocks that down. So Brunson is like excellent when it comes to shooting a jump shot. He's like really straight. He gets it like this, and then he always ends up straight like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So he has a patented jump shot. Nurkic is kicking our ass today. Yeah, I gotta turn off the timer on my phone. I'm using my phone for stats right now, but Nurkic right now has 19 and 10. 19 and 10, no blocks. He got 1 steal though. Played 27 minutes. No look pass inside for Brunson. For Brunson to Hartenstein. Hartenstein tried to shovel a pass into Julius, but he probably should have just shot it because Julius is ready for that rebound. So there needs to be like a team meeting where the Knicks are trying to understand where the shots are coming from, what are the tendencies, because there's a lot of times where guys should just shoot the ball when they're not shooting it, and they're looking to pass when they should be shooting. That should be the thing. I'll shoot it, get on the boards. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to shovel a pass on the inside and forcing guys that are not scorers to shoot like that. Yeah, man. I have to give my lady a message there. She's making a little bit noise. Anyway, something has to change. I don't know what's going on. That's Bobby Santiago saying what I'm saying. Play all 4 years. Who's this? What are you talking about? Hold on. Yeah. Read the double teams. Trying to piece together what you guys are saying here. Yeah, man. So I'm just waiting. Right now we're just in purgatory. I've been saying that the last couple of games too. So the Knicks can only do but so much. So we're just waiting for that next trade to come. So let's talk about it. Let's look at the Knicks schedule. Let's do Knicks schedule right now. Knicks schedule. So this is the Knicks schedule. Let's do all the games. So right now we're playing against Phoenix. We're playing on a road trip, so that that's it right there. We lost against Utah, which we should have beat them. We're playing Phoenix right now. Looks like it doesn't look too good for us right now. We're playing the Clippers next, who's actually playing really good basketball now. Julius Randle almost dunked it on my man Eubanks just now. So I mean the Knicks are chipping away. Knicks are right there, hanging out with them. But Phoenix is just too much right now. There's Durant shoots another jump shot right in the clutch, keeping the Knicks at bay. But they play the Lakers, they play the Nets. These are all big time games here. They play the Bucks back to back, December 25th, 23rd, and the 25th. Then we play the Thunder, which is a big game. Magic is a big game on December 9th, 29th. The Pacers is a big game. Another game against the Timberwolves. Sheesh. We play against the Bulls, always plays us decent. We play the 76ers, is a big game. The Wizards usually play us good. We might actually be in DC during that time. Trailblazers is next. But as I'm scrolling, I'm just looking for the trade deadline. So we're going to play a lot of great teams. John Morant's going to be back with the Grizzlies here on the 13th. We play the Magic again, the hot Rockets right now. Once again, with the Wizards, let's scroll down to the trade deadline. This will be around this time, around February 10th, February 8th, 6th, whatever the trade deadline. I think it's the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, somewhere around here is where the trade deadline is. So I read off all those different games that we got coming up here. Right before the trade deadline, we play the Lakers, the Pacers, the Jazz. So it never lets up. The Knicks are definitely going to be we definitely got a tough schedule. So there's like no time to chill. So we can actually be a really bad team before the trade deadline. So I mean, the thing is, do you make the trade now? Do you whatever trade that you could possibly make? Are you going to make it now, or are we waiting to the trade deadline? Because if we wait to the trade deadline, we might actually not even be in position to make the playoffs. So we might be doing the opposite rather than trying to get a Donovan Mitchell or something like that to make a push in the playoffs. We might actually be trying to prepare for the draft. At this point, if the Knicks can't really like pull together some good games. Hey man, shout out to some Knicks fans on Twitter, man. Because I mean, these guys on Twitter always snapping on you about little things that you say. So I mean, I feel like I forgot what team we were playing, but I was like, yeah, we were playing against Toronto. So I was like, oh man, we're playing against Toronto. They've been playing better basketball. It's gonna be a tough game. So then I get killed on Twitter because I said the Knicks are gonna play a tough game. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand the arguments that people create. Or they're trying to put me on the spot to make me look stupid on Twitter. So, just to big themselves up, like they try to do something to make you look bad so they can big themselves up. So I never was into that, man. I get it, but I get that people do that, but I never was into that. But it's annoying that people are into that like that. They like to troll people to the point to make them say something, you know. Like I said, I got caught in up in that stuff before, like back when Julito was doing that Knicks chatter the day after stuff. I got into cursing out my man, but I got baited into a conversation. I was in there. I'm really there to support Julito. You know what I'm saying? But the other dude in there, he gets mad at me because I was talking about RJ. But what I was saying about RJ is still valid to this day because RJ still hasn't stepped up to become the player that everybody thinks he's gonna be. But I don't understand how people get so emotional to the point where you're yelling and screaming at somebody on a phone, on a space, on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous to me that people do that. Because I mean, all those it's been like 2 seasons now, and like the Knicks are still on the same shit now. Yeah, man. So Knicks are fighting. Knicks are right there, 95 to 99. So the Knicks are still right there, trying to knock on the door to try to get this game going here. So to end the third quarter, it would be nice to tie the game. Right now, the Knicks are within striking distance. Shout out to Metu there with a wide open 3-point shot. RJ with the rebound. IQ gets it. So we haven't seen IQ. IQ hasn't done much this entire game here, but here he is coming around the screen, looking to get free. Grimes with a 3-point shot to nowhere. So I mean, Grimes is just not playing well. So I mean, he played well that first game off the bench, right? So here we go in the next game. He's right back to being the same Quentin Grimes. So Quentin Grimes is going to play good one game. He's going to play bad the next 5 games. So It is what it is here. So Phoenix is looking to try to cut this time down a little bit, not to give the Knicks so many opportunities. So that's their strategy. Their strategy is definitely to do that. Did they call traveling? Yes, they did. So that's their strategy. Their strategy is to try to eat as much clock as possible to force so the Knicks won't have so many opportunities to shoot. You know what I'm trying to say? But the Knicks right now, the Knicks goal here with 30 seconds left in the game, they need to try to tie this game up. To enter in the fourth quarter, make it a clean slate. Yeah. So IQ is choosing to eat the clock himself, which is ridiculous. We should be trying to do 2 for 1. So IQ comes across the screen, eats up the entire shot clock, 5 seconds, and he shoots a bad shot off the glass, looking at the referees to bail him out with a foul. So it's 97 and 99. Knicks got to make a stop. I just think it was a poor decision to hold the ball that long because now you're giving Phoenix a chance to score. So Phoenix gets fouled. It's going to be inbounds play here for Phoenix. So I just think that was a bad decision there to try to hold the ball like that. Hold the ball for so long to give Phoenix the chance to just get the final shot of the quarter. I just think that's a bad idea there. So here we go with Durant inbounds into Booker. Booker's looking over to Eubanks. Eubanks at the foul line for a floater, no good. So the Knicks do a good job of staying down 99 to 97. Yeah, guys. So anyway, keys to this game right now. We got 12 minutes left in this game. So I mean, what should the Knicks do? The Knicks really need to start picking up the pace, I think, man. Even though this Phoenix team could run with them, they have a lot of decent players. Shout out to Goodwin. I'm a big fan of Goodwin. I have other guys, Eubanks, and some of these guys can also run also. But if I was a Knicks, man, I would be really trying to push the pace on them, trying to push the tempo, get some quick points out there, pushing the ball and stuff like that. That's what I would do. Try to take them off course. So they can set up their defense. And on the other side, the Knicks are just gonna have to lock in and play their defense. You know what I'm trying to say? So they can get their so they can get into their rebounding game, their second chance points game and stuff like that. That's what they need to do. So I just think that whatever Phoenix is doing, I don't think they're doing it enough to stop us from doing what we want to do. So the Knicks need to concentrate on just playing Knicks basketball, really. Play Knicks basketball, we should be able to win, no matter if they got Durant or Booker or not. The problem is, if you're going to keep going back and forth with these guys, like the last game where Booker hit the last shot there, is this going to kill the Knicks game here? Yeah. All right, so let's see what happens here in this fourth quarter. Taco Bell, late night Taco Bell. Sheesh. So anyway, Celtics. Look at Jalen Brown and in between the legs, sidestep, pump fake. Look at all the different moves these guys make. So that's the cheat code. People think they're so smart at basketball just because these guys can do all these crazy things. Shout out. We got one in Brunson. Brunson does all those moves and stuff, and he makes horrible shots. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way the league is. But other teams, they have so many superstars on their rosters. It's the way everybody's doing that coming down the court. Like, Phoenix, they got Durant, they got Booker. Bailey hurt his ankle. But if they had all three of those guys healthy, what I'm saying, all coming down the court, faking, doing all these weird moves and all this other stuff, how do you guard that when you got three guys like that? It's hard to guard, and it's not fun. How do you enjoy it? How do you enjoy the game when they come down and you just don't know what anybody's gonna do? You don't see any basketball actions happening. No up and down, no cross, no plays being run. It just guys go on one shooting crazy shots. It's just weird, man. Shout out to Terrence Mosley. Terrence Mosley always popping in around the same time, man. It's interesting. Even in late games, Mosley. Late games, you still pop up around the fourth quarter or so, man. So anyway, good to see you anyway. Uh, yeah, they want to give IQ the bag. So I mean, I just think right now, like I didn't necessarily want Donovan Mitchell on the roster. Like when they was talking about trading RJ with IQ and Quentin Grimes plus the draft picks, that's too much for Donovan Mitchell. But when it comes to something like that now, like if the Knicks are gonna make a trade, like I said, RJ can't be a part of the trade. But if you're gonna trade IQ, I'm down with it. If you want to trade Grimes, I'm down with it. If you want to trade a bunch of draft picks, I'm down with it. But you can't trade RJ right now. If you're gonna succeed with Donovan Mitchell on the roster, then you got to keep RJ. You know what I'm saying? But if they want to trade RJ, okay, I don't mind. I don't mind putting RJ in there. If you got RJ, you got to throw Fournier in there for money reasons. But if they do that, they're gonna have to throw us somebody. They're gonna have to throw us Karis LeVert or somebody, just to help us out off the bench or whatever the hell, Because if you trade RJ, you're gonna need that small forward. So Karis LeVert's gonna have to be that small forward. I'm just throwing stuff out there. If this game continues to go the way that it's going, then I'm definitely going to start cracking open the mini pod conversations here. So Nick's pushing the tempo here, 99 to 97. IQ, top of the key right now, being guarded by two people. Somebody's open. RJ's open right now. Here goes Josh Hart coming across the screen. So IQ is dribbling the air out the fucking ball right now. Finally gets it to RJ. So now RJ has to make a quick shot. 3 seconds in the shot clock. Crazy shot there. All muscle, was able to get the shot off the glass with the left hand. So RJ's actually right-handed, but he just shoots the ball with his left. That is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard, man. So I mean, he signed his contract with his right hand. But he's just more comfortable shooting with his left hand. I mean, that is just pure like missing the chromosome shit right there. You know what I'm saying? So him with his 3-point shot. So maybe he should shoot with his fucking right hand. That's what I don't get it. If he's right-handed, why don't he just shoot with his right hand? Maybe his shot would be better. Why does he shoot with his left hand? It's ridiculous to me. That's a real shit. Google that. RJ is actually right-handed. RJ is not left-handed. He just likes to shoot with his left hand. Knicks got lost on defense there, but the game was tied. Phoenix is up 101 to 99. But yeah, man, I'm not bullshitting. Fact check me. RJ is literally right-handed, but he just chooses to shoot the basketball with his left hand. It's fucking ridiculous. RJ spinning out to Grimes, winning with a 3-point shot. Very nice. So here goes the Knicks. Knicks are finally taking the lead here, taking the lead for the first time since the first quarter, I want to say. I'm waiting for that graphic to pull up. But Devin Booker there definitely dribbling the air out the ball. Cross-court pass to Metu. Metu drives inside to Ebanks. Ebanks with a nice little dunk. So shout out to Metu. That's METU on Phoenix. He's actually playing really well for them. That's the type of player that we absolutely can use. My man right there. Metu driving the basketball to the corner. If we had him as a backup power forward, we would be cooking with grease, man. So he's definitely giving them some good minutes there in Phoenix. I see somebody mention Kevin Johnson earlier, man. Somebody mentioned Kevin Johnson. I think I saw that. Who said something about Kevin Johnson? Somebody said something about Kevin Johnson. But Kevin Johnson's definitely courtside talking to his wife there. He's got his arm around his wife. Married to an Asian woman. No hate there, There he goes. KG was in the crowd, different with his wife. He's the mayor of Sacramento, so that's interesting. So I guess he came out to Phoenix just to be there for Marion for his jersey retirement. So that's pretty cool. But it's amazing, man. A dude, you play basketball and you start getting into politics and stuff like that, then you end up becoming a mayor of Sacramento. So I mean, you think of Sacramento, you don't think of a major city, but Sacramento is basically it's not basically, it is the capital of California. So that's pretty big there. That's like being like the mayor of Albany if you're in New York, mayor of Albany, because Albany is the capital of New York City, of not New York City, New York State. You know what I'm saying? So that's a kind of a big thing there. Even though Los Angeles, is like the New York City, of California. If you want to talk about other cities, so like San Diego and San Francisco and that type of stuff, they're like Syracuse and fucking Buffalo, that type of stuff. So that's interesting, yeah. KG was no joke. KG, KJ, excuse me, KJ. He was one of those guys. He used to get 20 points and 7 assists. He did it for a lot of years straight. The only other person that was doing that, after him was Stephon Marbury. So between KJ and Stephon, I don't think there was anybody really doing that at the time until Baron Davis came along. Then you got Brandon, Brandon. I'm thinking Brandon Jennings, but not Brandon Jennings. Brandon, what's his name? He used to play for Cleveland, then he played for a bunch of other teams too, point guard. Quite a few point guards out there were scoring 20, but not many were scoring 20, also getting that 7 assist thing, man. So the only other players that were doing that up until that era was fucking Oscar Robertson and shit like that. Shout out to Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway's Tim Hardaway Senior is another one of those guys that used to get 20 and 6, 7 assists. Tim Hardaway. I'm not sure if he's a Hall of Famer, but I mean, people forget how good he was, man. He played well with Miami, but that was like towards the end of his career. But I mean, when he was in Golden State, man, he was like a problem, bro. He was a big time problem. All those guys. Baron Davis was incredible. I seen Baron Davis live in Rucker Park when I was younger. They did the New York versus they had New York, LA, I think Chicago was out there. They had a couple teams out there that they had representatives from each city. And New York got their ass whipped, man. Baron Davis brought a bunch of West Coast guys to Harlem, and they put on the show. IQ pulls up and knocks that down. YouTube that. YouTube Baron Davis in Rucker Park, man. He put on the show. I was there. He had stole the ball and I think he stole the ball back to back and made like two big tomahawk dunks in the park. I was there. I was literally right in that vicinity. So I'm not in the camera because I'm behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? Look at Grimes with a 3-point shot. He makes that. So I feel like Grimes needs to be almost fouled or has a hand in his face in order to make a shot, man. This guy is like crazy. So it's 108. Let's fix this score. This score has been messed up for a while. Let's fix this score. The Knicks are actually leading right now, 105 to 103. Excuse me, 108 to 103. So Knicks definitely got a comfy 5-point lead right now. So shout out to Aquaman. Aquaman is the biggest waste of a franchise as far as comic book movies. It's so ridiculous, because the first movie was about Mantis fighting Mantis, and the second movie is about the same thing, Mantis fighting Mantis again. It reminds me of the Superman movie. Like the first movie, he fought Zod, and then the second movie he fought Zod. So I mean, what the fuck? And then they did the man. What movie was it? They did another movie where Zod came back. Oh, the Flash movie. Zod comes back again. So he fought Zod 3 times. So I mean, they wonder why comic book movies are not doing well, especially on the DC side. It's like they keep repeating the same shit over and over again. Ah man, so Dan Marley. I hated Dan Marley, man. They used to call him Thunder Dan. And back then as a kid, I used to watch a lot of basketball. You want to talk about watching 30 teams? I used to watch a lot of basketball, stay up all night long watching basketball. If I wasn't playing basketball during the day, if it was a rainy day and I couldn't play basketball, I'm inside watching basketball all fucking day long. You know what I'm saying? So I never seen Darren Marley dunk. They say, oh yeah, Darren Marley could jump. He used to be able to dunk. He'll bang it on you. I have yet to see Dan Marley banging on anybody, man. I feel like the dude had a bad back his entire career, especially when he went to the finals with Barkley. He wasn't that good. He was averaging like 16 points per game, if that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't that good. Thunder Dan. He could shoot long 3-point shots. That's why they call him Thunder. I never actually seen him dunking on anybody. So it's just weird, man. You go CC said IQ point guard play still needs developing. Yeah, that's another thing too, man. Let me finish what you were saying. So anyone who wants to give him 25 right now, 18 million. Yeah, I think he's an $18 million player. 15 to 18. 18 is probably more respectful. 25 is ridiculous. But looking at IQ. So let's say Knicks IQ. Let's see if they give it to me. There you go. So I guess we could look at ESPN's stats. IQ's giving us 15, 2, and 2. There's nothing to shake a stick at, man. You know what I'm saying? He's 6'2". You know, they got him listed as a shooting guard. The reason why I pulled this up because I just want to show you how long he's been in the NBA. He's been in the NBA 4 years now. So I mean, 4 years, and we still talking about development. You know that's why I brought that up because it's like 4 years now. We're still talking about development. So if he can't play point guard now in year four, what are we gonna wait till year five, year six? But pay that man though, right? We got to pay him, but he's still developing. So I mean, that's the big issue with the Knicks. You know, are we gonna pay guys, or are they developing? Do you pay a guy that's still developing? You know, guys that are still developing, you trade those guys for guys that are worth the money. You know, that's what you do there. You know, so like I said, if Donovan Mitchell is available, we got to trade quickly. You know, quickly's giving us 15 points per game in 24 minutes. You know, so I like to do. Do they have the 30-minute thing here? They have it on Basketball Reference. So let's do that. Emmanuel quickly Basketball Reference. So the Knicks are fighting. Nobody scored yet, man. So I mean, Booker and IQ are like holding the ball there. They're kind of like laughing. That's Goodwin there. Goodwin is a good player. I really like Goodwin. Shout out to Goodwin. So Hartenstein and Goodwin are like laughing at each other there. I don't know what Hartenstein is saying to Goodwin. It looks like they talk a little smack there. But Goodwin is a good player, man. Goodwin is playing on a team with a lot of good players. But if he was on a team where they can give him minutes, I think that he would play. I think he would be like a different kind of guy. But he's playing his role. You know, they're winning and stuff like that. So anyway, Goodwin versus IQ. IQ actually won the tip, but Phoenix gets it. Booker pulls up around the screen there. I'm getting a little lag. He misses it. RJ fighting for the rebound with Matu, I believe. Nope, misses that. So I got a little bit of lag here. Goodwin is coming around the screen there. Got scraped by IQ. IQ's dribbling. IQ's just dribbling around. He doesn't even know what the hell he's doing. RJ got the defense on his back. RJ with his patented too hard off the backboard layup there. He misses it. So anyway, I got IQ stats here only because I want to look at the 36-minute per game stat. So X this out. So let's scroll this down to his points. So like if he got 36 minutes per game under the same production, he would be averaging 22 points per game. You know, so why don't we start him? You know what I'm saying? You need to start him at the 2. He's not a point guard. Start him at the 2. You know, we're too busy fooling around with Dante and Grimes. We need to start IQ. But my thing is, if we don't think IQ is worthy of starting, then we need to trade for somebody. Like getting Donovan Mitchell, if that's the guy, then let him be the guy. But I tell you one thing: if Donovan Mitchell became a Knick, he's not going to be playing off of Julius and Brunson. It's going to be a different look here. You know, the Knicks are going to have to shift a little bit what we do, making Brunson the number one option. You know, not Brunson, Donovan Mitchell the number one option, Brunson the number 2, Julius the number 3. You know. Yeah. Yeah, Baron and Steph was good. Skip to Malou and Steve Francis. Steve Francis was a monster. You know, Skip to Malou, you know, I remember him when he played for the Bucks. He kept trying to like in garbage time, he kept trying to get out that old that street ball stuff. But every time he attempted to make a move, the referees would call a foul. So he had to chant not a foul, they would call a turnover. So I mean, you know, he had to really work to try to build this game up to be NBA ready. So as you can see, he played for Toronto, Miami, Orlando, all those different teams. He was able to play straight up NBA style basketball. As Grimes misses a 3 there, RJ gets to the basket again. They're going to call a goaltending. I don't know what the referees are calling here, but the Knicks are up by 5 here. You know, so we're kind of maintaining it. It was 103 to 108. Now the score is 110 to 105. So here goes RJ, got fouled here. So the lead is up to 6. So we're talking about a 2-possession game with 8 minutes left. There's still plenty of time. I feel like this is what happened the last time. But the Knicks, got lulled to sleep the entire game. In the fourth quarter, they came back. But then they kept let Phoenix stay within striking range. That's why Devin Booker was able to get a last but second shot. So we definitely don't want the second point of game again. Second part. I mean, for that to happen again the second time. That's what I mean. Yeah, Flashpoint. Yeah, Flashpoint in the comics is always dope. Every time they do the reset in DC, but literally the story Flashpoint. If anybody's into comics, graphic novels is good too. Pick up the graphic novels to get the full story of that. Those are usually good. The comics, for Flashpoint stuff. Those major events like that, whenever DC resets the universe, they do it often. I'm not a big DC fan ever, man. I never was into them. I like Marvel because they use real cities and practical stories, rather than there's so many different weird stories in DC that and then they delete the timeline like it never happened. So it's just weird. Yeah, man. So you got IQ's a six man, So if he's a six man, then we need to get rid of him because we need to upgrade that two spot. We like I said, we playing around with DiVincenzo and Grimes. Both of those guys are not it. We need to get somebody that is here. You can't complain about getting a superstar, but then don't want to make the move to get the superstar. Cedric Ceballos used to be really good, man. He played well for Phoenix. I think with the Lakers he got 50 points, and with the Lakers I think he got 50 points. Cedric Ceballos was good. He was a little bit soft though, he was kind of soft, but when he had it going those few years, let's give some highlights to Ceballos right now. So you got Cedric Ceballos. Cedric Ceballos. There he goes. Always animated, super animated. Let's take a look at his stats. I think he might have had a little bit of problems with substance abuse, if I'm not mistaken. Or am I thinking about Richard Dumas? Richard Dumas was the one that definitely he had substance abuse problems. But Sergio Ceballos, as you can see with the Lakers, he had a 21-point games there. For the most part, he was like a role player in his career. In Phoenix, he played for Phoenix a couple times. Yeah, he didn't really average much. 19 points per game before he went to the Lakers. So the Knicks are up right now. What do you call the Phoenix Suns haven't really been able to chip in as Brunson takes another shot here. So let's get into it, guys. We're up by 10 with 7 minutes left. So we are kind of in crunch time. I'm gonna say like another minute will be in crunch time. But Durant comes into a spot and he misses a chippy there, but Nurkic again comes in and taps it in. So let me get some stats here. Knicks are up by 8 right now, which is pretty incredible after losing in Phoenix. I mean, in New York the last time. Now we're in Phoenix and we're beating them here at the end here. All right, so the Knicks gotta get it together. Julius Randle going 1-on-1 against Nurkic, going to the basket is not really the move there. He definitely got a good shot, but it was still a little bit too hard off the backboard there. It goes Booker, full head of steam. Very little resistance there from the Knicks. So Brunson's trying to call a play. I don't know what's happening. Tom Thibodeau's arguing with Hartenstein. Hartenstein and Brunson are arguing with each other. Hartenstein comes out and gets the ball, gives it to Julius. Julius is clapping his hands, so the Knicks are confused. A timeout needs to happen. Right now, if the team is confused like this, they need to call a timeout. It goes Brunson interior to Hartenstein. So Hartenstein definitely boxed out Booker way underneath the basket. Good play by the Knicks. Here goes Nurkic bringing the ball up the court. I'm a big fan of Nurkic there. Look at Brunson. Stole the cookies out the cookie jar there. Brunson gives it over to Julius. So Julius ran the court, and Brunson did the right thing to reward Julius there. Kind of greedy by Julius, man, but that was the right play by Brunson. Knicks are up by 10 with less than 6 minutes here. Durant on the inside. What's this guy's name? Nurkic wasn't able to get the handle on the ball there. A little overzealous. So it's a turnover. I think it's going to be Knicks ball, it looks like. So IQ and Brunson are talking to each other. Yeah, I feel like the Knicks we're up right now by 10, but I feel like the Knicks are just not paying attention, Like just now, Julius gets caught in the screen there, but foul's called on him. So I like the reaction from Julius. Julius made a little bit of reaction, but now he's going there to talk to the referees, civilly. He's not yelling at the referee. He's not going crazy. He's just talking, explaining himself civilly. Josh Hart's coming over for some support. I don't know if you remember last year how everybody kept grabbing Julius and grabbing his hands, and Julius was pushing guys. It was a big thing with IQ. He got into it with IQ and stuff because you shouldn't be grabbing somebody's hands. But I think Julius is working on himself. That he doesn't react so crazy anymore. That's a good testament there for how well he's doing to make himself better. So Julius with a big time rebound there. So I mean, defensive rebounds are important because if you get the defensive rebounds, that means we make the stop. So I think defensive rebounds are way more important than offensive rebounds. This is my opinion. Brunson was able to get that foul. He's going to get some free throws here. But yeah, man, back to that point with the rebounds, man. If after we make a good defensive effort, once the shot goes up, if you secure the defensive rebound, then you have successfully made a defensive stop. So I hate getting into arguments with people. Shout out to State. I get in arguments with State all the time. Josh argued a little bit. Friendly debate arguments. Not hostile arguments. But I mean, just looking at Mitchell Robinson getting 5 defensive, but he got 5 offensive. Yeah, 5 offensive is so important for possessions. Oh, he gets more possessions. Okay, that's cool. But if we're playing defense, who's getting the defensive rebound? Who is securing the defensive rebound to make the defensive stop? It's not Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is not a good defensive rebounder, especially for his position. I have this on the screen, man. I got to make sure I get the scoreboard back up here. There you go, 121 to 111. Durant's trying to get into a spot. He keeps dumping on the inside. So I don't understand why one of the greatest scorers of all time is coming down and dumping on the inside. He did it like 3 straight times. Julius against Booker. Wrong play there by Julius on the inside, but he kicks it out to Hart. IQ sidesteps, pulls up baseline with a floater. No good. Hartenstein with the rebound. And that's going to be Phoenix ball as far as rebounding there. So we got 3 Knicks down there. Very aggressive. Wasn't able to secure the rebound. Still got 5 minutes. Plenty of time, man. Plenty of time out here in these streets. Yeah, man. Wow. Turnover by Phoenix. Here comes Brunson, full head of steam, able to make that layup there. So the Knicks are running up the court all together. So that's what's up. 123 to 111. So this game is starting to get out of hand for Phoenix here. Phoenix has been making the wrong plays coming down. How many times has Durant come down? Like I said, instead of shooting it as the main scorer on the roster, he's looking to dump it inside to the next guy. So that's it's different, man. It's different. So I see you guys naming some guys. I see Mitch Richmond. Mitch Richmond. Yeah, he was nasty too. Mitch Richmond didn't really get a lot of TV time though, man. So it was very hard to catch him in games. When they had the Run TMC, you would see it, but I feel like the Run TMC, it really was all about Tim Hardaway and Chris Mullin. Mitch. I feel like every time I saw them, either Mitch Richmond didn't have a good game, or he just had one of those games where like you didn't even realize he had 20. Just invisible 20. That's what I feel like. Allen Houston used to do that a lot. Allen Houston be like, "Yo, what is he doing?" And then you look at the box score, he had 20. So it's like, yo, that was like the wackest 20 points I've ever seen. Yeah, but anyway, Glenn Robinson with the Bucks, he was good. Big Dog Robinson, he was an amazing college player. But shout out to him in the NBA. We were debating with that too. Let's just look at stats right now. It's fun to look at stats. Glenn Robinson. So look at Glenn Robinson. Let's check his stats really quick. As we're still coming back here. The ball hasn't been inbounded. But just look at his stats. Let's take a look at his points per game. He has scrolled it all the way to the right. Yeah. Look how many years in a row he had 20 points. He had 20 points for almost his entire career, except 2 seasons. So is a play like that on a Hall of Famer? Somebody said, nah, Big Dog ain't no Hall of Famer. As Julius drives and Grayson Allen just snatched it right out of his hands. Transition 3-point shot by number 25. He misses that. Nick secured another defensive rebound. So Julius Randle is right there. Josh Hart is there, and Brunson all there to gang rebound. So that's our bread and butter here. I think a game like this, especially, it's more important to get secured that defensive rebound. Here goes Brunson with a heat check 3-point shot, man. So that's basically not the nail in the coffin, but that's basically just keeping these guys at bay right now. The Knicks are now up by, what is that, 15? Knicks are up by 15. And I can't believe this. Just a few minutes ago, and to start the fourth quarter, it looked like the Knicks were going to lose this game handily. It looks like the Knicks were just a step behind. Now the Knicks are a full step ahead of this Phoenix Suns team. The Phoenix Suns are scrambling, trying to figure out what to do. Devin Booker trying to get to the spot. Knicks, like I said, picking up the pace is how we're gonna win this game. And we definitely picked up the pace here on these guys, playing a little bit more aggressive, rebounding. There goes Brunson, dribbling, killing time there. Just pulls up a shot and shooter's touch, another 3-point shot. Shit. So the Knicks are making up for all those times where we was 3 minutes of not scoring tonight. We're kicking ass right now. So Durant comes in there, shoots a left-handed shot off the glass, and he's gonna get the and one. It was Durant all this time, man, waiting to now to finally get it. So Brunson with the finger thing going on here. Shit. So I'm looking at this comment here. I've been waiting waiting for another timeout. So it looks like there's gonna be another dead ball here. So let's talk about this. Rafer had mastered dribbling fundamentals by his sophomore year in high school. So junior, senior years, the skip to my little persona was in effect. Yeah, I think he was even more famous before high school, man. I want to say like 13 years old is when he was 13, I was still a little guy. I was a couple years behind him. So let's get that into context too. So let's get rid of IQ's highlights here. So let's get it again. Rafer Alston basketball reference. So let's just put in perspective here. He's actually me and him almost the same age. My birthday is July 23rd. His is the 24th. So me and him have got a lot of similarities here. But he's 47, right? So 47. So he's 3 years older than me. Yeah, no, not even 2 years. Because yeah, no, he's 3. Because next year he'll be 48. So next year I'll be 44. Sheesh, 45. I mean, so 3 years. So like when he was 13, I was like 10. So I remember that around that time I was becoming a beast of basketball. You want to talk about soul in the hole and all that stuff. I used to be out there watching all that stuff, man. Coming up. And one, the mixtapes when they first came out. So I remember those days. You know, him playing with the Bucks too. Like I said, he played his first years with the Bucks. And they didn't give him no burn. If you look at it, I think it was George Karl that was there with the Bucks, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, just like 1, 2, 3, his first 3 seasons, he barely played. He almost was out the league. He made his way out there, and then he made his niche, and he had a nice, successful career. So Durant finally hits that free throw. So here comes the Knicks here. 129 to 114. 3 minutes left. It's still enough time for a team to punch you. Yeah, but Ray for him in the parks, I just remember him being like, he used to travel though. He definitely used to travel. Hart would have passed inside to Hartenstein. Durant just throws Hartenstein to the ground. If you want to talk about flagrant foul, that was a flagrant foul. DiVincenzo got hit with a flagrant foul earlier, which when he was jumping away from the player, they're gonna call it flagrant. But that right there, Durant literally just threw money to the floor. He threw Hartenstein to the floor, and there was no flagrant. It's weird. Hartenstein free throws coming out right now. Yeah, CC Richard Dumas, man. Richard Dumas had all the talent in the world, man, but he just was he was a drug addict, man. He was into drugs. Like I said it earlier, man. I would never talk badly about somebody doing drugs, man, because I have family members that passed away from drug addictions, and they were good people. They were just good people. Some people have low self-esteem. Some people can't cope with life. Durant with a 3-point shot top of the key, he misses that. Eubanks with no, excuse me, that was Grayson Allen with the rebound. Booker comes in there, gets into the spot where he normally shoots those shots. Brunson with a tough rebound, fighting out there, gives it to Julius. Double team is there for Julius. IQ is holding the ball too long. Hart was open. So Brunson holds on to it. Double team is there. Gives it to Hartenstein. Back to Hart, which is the right shot. He misses it. Julius Randle with an offensive rebound, pump and dump on the inside, layup with the left hand against the shot clock, man. Sheesh. So here comes Phoenix. Phoenix got to call a timeout. So we got 20 minutes, 2 minutes and 20 seconds with this lead here. So this is definitely like a 15, 16, 17 point lead. So I think this is a wrap right now. Still Phoenix. I mean, it's plenty of time. Knicks can really mess up and fool around there. Dante DiVincenzo's fooling around with Julius there with the pump fakes. But I mean, the Knicks can really mess up and Phoenix can come down and shoot like 4 3-pointers straight. It's happened before in the NBA, man. But I doubt it's gonna happen right now. But Knicks just got to continue to play tough. But Dumas was tough, man. That dude, he had it all. But like I said, I would never talk badly about people and their fixes, man, because his life is hard enough. Shout out to Pudge, man. Pudge is dropping some nuggets up in there. He says, appreciate your content. I appreciate you too, man. Absolutely. So I saw that you put a comment in Sim Show asking for a watch along on the Nothing But Knicks network, man. So I don't think anybody's interested on Nothing But Knicks to do that. I'm the only one doing it. So I mean, I wouldn't mind putting having this show on that show, but the way that I do it, the way that I do this show, I'm not sure if Sim will be down with it. I know I definitely have to clean up the language just because I'm a guest in his house and stuff. But I don't know if Sim will be down with the way that I do things, because I keep it real raw here, talk about everything, not just the game, and I'm not diplomatic at all. Anyway, so Phoenix cleared the bench, man. We got Bol out there. So Phoenix cleared the bench, and the Knicks are still got their key players out there. Under 2 minutes now. So I mean, we need to get Brunson, IQ, and these guys out the game, man. I don't even see anybody up at the scores table. It's like, Tom Thibodeau is a freaking maniac. Tom Thibodeau is a maniac, dude. Look at Brunson, step back 3-point shot. He knocks that down. So now we're up by 20. We're up by 20. Now I finally starting to see guys stand up. So you see McBride is coming up. You got Jericho Sims is getting up. I see Taj Gibson is getting up. So Taj Gibson is going to get his first minutes here as a Knick. And unbelievable. Good to see here. Let me see if I can get some screenshots here. But we absolutely going to have a Taj Gibson sighting. So let me get this going. Definitely going to have a Taj Gibson sighting. So here comes the screenshot opportunity. Brunson is coming out. So DiVincenzo's got the hugs and stuff going. So I'm waiting so Taj Gibson is absolutely coming in here. So all the Knicks fans are definitely giving him a standing ovation. But we gotta get some love to Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson definitely out there right now. Good to see Taj Gibson. Fournier can't even get out there. Fournier's out there with a hoodie on. So here comes McBride coming down the court. So let me just focus what I'm looking at on the screen here. Oh, it looks like we're ahead. I'm ahead here. Taj Gibson gives it over to McBride. McBride comes around back up to. Wow, I forgot what his name here. There goes on McBride. He hits a 3. Taj Gibson's out there looking good, man. Jersey's nice and crispy. So Eubanks on the inside. So it's good to see Taj Gibson, man. Definitely shaking it up. Yeah, it looks good. Everybody's getting a little patty cake, give a dog a bone shit going on in the paint there. So let's let me refresh the main screen here so I can get off of this. Yeah, man, big time win here. So there's like no way for Phoenix to come back. We literally was going back and forth with this team, and then out of nowhere, and now here we are. Out of nowhere, here we are up by 20, man. Unbelievable. So this is one of those games where we can be proud of our Knicks. The Knicks battled this game. We got into a bunch of different conversations today, but staying positive. I think I think I said it to start the fourth quarter. The Knicks really had to pounce on these guys, push the tempo, get the rebounding and defense going. And that's what the Knicks did. And Phoenix can't mess with the Knicks like that. You know, they just don't have the physicality to match up with us. Their power forward is Durant. You know, so who's getting rebounds? It's not Durant. You're going to force Durant to fight for rebounds when he's a scorer. You know that. You know, so that gets things fucked up. So don't tell me Brunson's about to get 50. Taj Gibson with the rebound a little bit. So Knicks mercy killing here. They're gonna walk the ball out with 4 something seconds left. So Knicks win, man. All smiles. Look at Brunson smiling with a bunch of cheese in his mouth. Game ball. They holding the ball here. So is that Brunson? So Brunson got 50. Did he get 50? Oh my God. So Julius is holding on to that game ball. So Brunson, look, here's a gift. Unbelievable. He did get 50, huh? So let's check out this box score because I mean I can't hear it. So let me turn it up. Let me turn this up so I can hear what's going on with 42 and a fourth. So we got Jalen here, sideline reporter. She's a beautiful young lady. So anyway, let's get into this box score while they're talking. So I missed it, man. Brunson, did he get 50? Let's confirm this here. Get into the box score. So Brunson got 50 today. Brunson got 50. Wow, man. So that's the first 50 burger for Brunson in his career, man. Look at him happy, man. He got that smiling face. Look at that, man. When you know you did something good, man, you can't contain the smile. Unbelievable. That 50 points that's something crazy. That's right up there with some of the greats. Julius don't even have 50. You know, Julius has been the main scorer here for some years. I think Julius has got as close as 48 or 46, something like that. Never got the 50 ball. So Brunson got the 50 off that 3-point shot. So 3-pointers, 9 for 9 today for 3 points. 7 for 9 from the field, from the free throw line, 17 for 23 from the thing at 73%. So Brunson had a massive game here. And we played against a big time team against Phoenix. You know, this guy Bradley Beal was hurt early. So Bradley Beal is literally their point guard. But if you want to say Devin Booker is like their point guard, you know, Grayson Allen played some defense on him. Devin Booker played defense on him. Goodwin picked up some minutes playing it with him too. You know, shout out to Goodwin. Goodwin had 9 assists. You know, so Goodwin's a good player, man. Goodwin had 9 assists. Devin Booker also had 9 assists. You know, so it's not like the Knicks played a bad team. We played a decent Phoenix Suns team, while our records are very similar. So it's an evenly matched team record wise. But we took on a team with a healthy Durant. Durant had 29 points, but he passed up quite a few points there at the end. You know, dumping shovel passes down to Nurkic. You know, so if you let me see how many turnovers Nurkic had. Nurkic had like 3 turnovers. I feel like all 3 of those turnovers was all passes from Durant that he messed up on the inside there, which caused a lot of Knicks fast breaks. And like I said, the Knicks took over, pushing the pace, rebounding, and playing that defense. Basically, Knicks style of basketball. And once we play Knicks basketball, guys, there's not many teams that can fuck with us, you know. So that's why it's so frustrating when we don't execute that way. You know what I'm saying? Where we get away from what we do well. You know, that's very frustrating to see. But you know, we withstood it, man. Nurkic had 21, 12. Durant had 29, like I said, also 6 assists. Grayson Allen contributed with 13. You got Devin Booker with 28. Basically, all the rest of the guys are role players, man. But like I said, Goodwin had nine assists, 3 points and 9 assists. Eubanks also contributed with 8. Had a couple other guys with some cheap points there. Let's take a look at the Knicks real quick. The Knicks, RJ Barrett shot 60%, got 21 points. Julius Randle shot 62% with 23 points. Both of those guys were kind of going back and forth throughout the game. Like I said, Jalen had 50 points on the 73% shooting, man. Unbelievable. The rest of everybody else, basically 5. You see a lot of 5s, 6, 7s. Quickly finished with 10. Grimes had 9, basically 3 threes. And Miles McBride came in and hit a 3. You know, it's a good win here by the Knicks, man. I can't believe how late it is right now. It's literally 42 right now. So we're still up talking Knicks. I don't know what Sim is gonna do right now as far as post game, because I mean, there is no way I could do a post game right now. Sometimes I feel like jumping on the show to hang out with Sim, but I be needing to sleep, man. Oh my god, man. But I don't know how you could do a post game a quarter to 1. So if you guys are gonna tune in for that, go ahead and do that. But I just saw Booger. So shout out to Booger. Like I said, soul in the hole. My dude is Charles Jones. Charles Jones, like Booker used to find him with the passes, fast breaks and stuff like that. But this guy Charles Jones, he was a killer, man. Yo, I used to try to copy my jump shot off of Charles Jones because he used to score so much that I used to try to patent my jump shot. He used to kick his feet forward, So when I used to shoot, I used to try to copy him with the kick with the foot kick because he was like Michael Jordan, man. He looked like Michael Jordan and everything, man. So I thought that he was going to be a superstar in the NBA. He ended up playing one season with the Clippers, like half a season with the Clippers or something like that, but never played another NBA game. Yeah, man. So scroll down. Anything else? Yeah, Bol got in there. Yeah, but this 50 point, man. 50 points, like you said here, 50 points, 9 for 9 for 3 is incredible, man. Unbelievable. Anything else, guys? Yeah, I see Bobby Santiago saying good night. Uh yeah, Goodwin. It's not this is not the same Goodwin though. Goodwin was a Nick in training camp. No, it was a different Goodwin. The Goodwin that we have is in Westchester. So there's like two good ones. This good one is on Phoenix. The other good one is playing in Westchester. He's good too though. That dude is good too. Yeah, shout out to Survey. Absolutely. Making free throws and nailing threes. Unbelievable. Making free throws, nailing threes, and rebounding the basketball. Let's see if we can get some splits before we get out of here. Check the game charts. Let's get the splits here real quick so we can see if the Knicks clean up the rebounding battle. They did not. So 41 to 43. So Phoenix still cleaned up the rebounding battle. Second chance points. Knicks were up 17 to 14. Points in the paint. Phoenix were up in points in the paint. Fast break points was 11. So the Knicks poured it on the fast breaks. To tell you the truth, we were shooting the leather off the ball because we were shooting 53%. I want to say we got it up to 60 to 59. They were shooting 60%, and we got them down to 52. So good basketball game, man. So like I said, I don't want to kill too much more time from you guys, but big time win here by the Knicks. If you still feel like staying up, stay up and watch Sim with the post game show if he comes on tonight. If not, please support your favorite podcaster in the evening. As I said, man, I'm taking the day off tomorrow. Going to spend time with the family, get the kids healthy, get ourselves ready for Christmas, kind of with a nice lazy day at home, taking care of the kids. And tomorrow we play again back to back. I believe we play the Clippers, man. So prepare for that. Another West Coast late game, guys. Well, anyway, it's your boy Eru. I'm up out of here. 4 fingers to the forehead, tuck of the thumb, salute. And I think it's too late for the Die Hard Knicks theme song. But shout out to Trav B. Ryan. I think I have the best theme song. I think I have the best theme song on all of Knicks podcasts, man. Shout out to Trav. But we up out of here, man. Let me just use my old outro, and I see you guys next time.